Yeah, Marla, this Duma made another one. I call this one an EO Exodus. Red rose, white ceiling. These EOs out here just keep sinning. Packed up and left, we ain't kidding. All of it dedicated to hurt feelings. Drama brewed up like a toddler's tantrum. You down with the TC, now I can't stand them. When it came to doctrine or prize traditions, didn't matter what we believe. We ain't Christians, so y'all popping just too young to say I just woke up. Yeah, we saw that all day, that woke line spent. Don't worry about it though, you may have time to repent, and even more time to grow. Yeah. Don't wanna talk doctrine, I just woke up. We can pray but you ain't saved, man. I just woke up. You can't even talk to Marla. I just woke up. Wait, did you just call me modalist? I just woke up. You can't ban me because I quit. You can't ban me because I quit. You ain't EO, you ain't EO, you ain't EO. I quit. I quit. I quit. I quit. I quit. Red rose faded, white ceiling caving. These boys claiming enlightenment with no priest in sight. It's just a lack of permission because their tradition ain't right. Bro, just whine in silence cause that's all you can do. When you cross the TC, you end up crossing the whole crew. Tradition states that we can't pray together or sing one song. Can't even say amens if the vibe feels wrong. But Marla drew hard lines. These EOs facing their lives, hiding the shadows, claiming no fruit in that guy. How about you go back to bed and keep dreaming you're right? Cause we both know you just keep lurking in the server at night. God bless, though the mission will roll on without you. Y'all called a man crush on quiet, yet he didn't even want you. And these bars, yeah, we brought them back to haunt you. Hello, you sleep yet? It's chill, bro, we just preparing one last lullaby before we say bye-bye. Don't wanna talk doctrine, I just woke up. We can pray but you ain't saved, man. I just woke up. You can't even talk to Marla, bro. I just woke up. Wait, did you just call me modalist? I just woke up. You can't ban me because I quit. You can't ban me because I quit. You ain't EO, you ain't EO, you ain't EO. I quit. I quit. I quit. I quit. I quit. EOs call us heretics, that's the last thing you say, but we'll keep serving the king regardless of whatever you claim. If it's one thing to remember from these last few bars, if something bothers you, don't just wake up and say, Marla, you're a modalist. Bro, there ain't no way. We hope that you take the time to acknowledge these bars, but who am I kidding? You probably already clicked off, just like the way you dipped from our server. Ouch. I pray that your doctrine and traditional ways push you into much more fruitful days. Days where your tradition will be consistent, where your tradition doesn't make you less Christian. May the Lord bless you and guide you right, pull you from the traditions that blind your sight. Just like he said in Mark 7 verse 13, you make void my word with the rules you've seen. So I hope the Lord bless you and guide your steps back to what the word truly says. But until then, the TC will be out of your hand, allowing you to rethink and take some time to repair. Good night, I hope you had some marvelous dreams, and maybe one day you can repent of your ridiculous schemes. It's okay though. It's okay though. It's okay though. It's okay though. At least you got brother.
Mike, check 1212, which ain't hard to do. Can you hear me? Hey, and the underboss. Yo, bro, this is it right here. Spam. Circle, ortho, poses, and chat. But we made them mad, guys. Put you guys on it. Get these guys the answers if they mad. All right. I'm going to get into it. Let the Holy Spirit move.
Welcome to the Truth Cartel.
The silence before the storm. That is more my flavor. Oh no. Oh no, he didn't. This guy done hurt Mahler's feelings and called him out. Dyer called me a weirdo, chat. Look at this. I got all the evidence, all the receipts. What am I going to do? Oh, my goodness. I'm going to cancel the live. I got to cancel. Let me end it right now. Go ahead and pull back your likes. Do what you need to do. Chat, we're going to get into it. Let any Orthodox person know that I am a weirdo who can be easily refuted. And if this is your first time here, this is the Cartel of Truth, and I'm your host, the Mahler. The unapologetic apologist, the unequivocating evangelist, the poignant pundit, the uncancelable conservative. And why can't I be canceled? Well, if you try to cancel me, that's just going to make you a racist, because in the end, I'm just a dumb Mexican. And I like to talk to Orthodox. This place is completely open for you and you alone. I want to discuss what you believe. No more talking about what other people believe. You guys are now on the clock. The spotlight is on you. And we're going to see how you respond. We have everybody from JP going crazy on X. We'll get to that in a minute. Rusan pulls up to make his case last night on JP's Live. Things have continued to boil over. But in the end, I'm the weirdo. Like, I was just chilling and I said, the computer say I'm a weirdo. How did I get dragged into this? What did I do, chat? I didn't do anything. I was just chilling. Listen, if you're an Eastern Orthodox, I want your opinion on what you believe, but mainly on what's going on. Whether you feel okay with it, whether you're ashamed, I want to talk to you. So there it is. The link is pinned. We have a brother that was there last night with JP. He's pulling up, and hopefully we can have a conversation and get his take on what's happening. But yes, in the end, this all did start with, ironically, planks and circles in the chat with the other kid. I don't know what to tell you, but we're going to walk down memory lane and figure out how we got here, because this doesn't make a whole lot of sense other than we were asking questions and talking about intercession of the saints, and it turned into this. So are we going to be able to take care of this, chat? Are we literally going to have a conversation about what Eastern Orthodox believe? Because I'm confused. Last night we were told another thing. What do you believe? How did you come to believe it? That's what I want to know. And if you can tell me that in love, then we can either agree to disagree, whatever you think. Let's just come together and stop slinging mud. That's what I want, because I talked to JP earlier in chat, in text. And I basically told him what we agree on is that there's a lot of things being said, but really in the end, this comes to DOE, chat. I'm going to go ahead and coin this today. DOE, when it comes to this particular platform, it's doctrine over everything. I don't care about your family, and I don't mean it in a mean way. I'm not going to talk about that. I don't care about your business, about your private life. I don't want to know anything. It's doctrine over everything. What do you believe? Why do you believe it? And let's dig in. So you have the link there. Those that click the StreamYard, I want to talk to EOs. All those that agree with me, I'll talk to you later. We'll open it up. But today, what we're doing is we're calling out Eastern Orthodox because of what's transpired. So if you haven't, before I begin to walk you through, I'm just going to tell you what spilled over from last night. So last night on JP's Live, we had, of course, a couple of brothers. Zanzi was on. CK pulled up later. Ruslan pulls up later at the end of the live. And just to kind of tell us where he's currently at. He's unplugged and he said, listen, I'm not going to deal with these dudes anymore. And you would think that people would get the hint, maybe let go of this. That actually didn't happen. After all the insults and the back and forth, guess what? As of just a couple hours ago, according to this tweet or the snapshot here, Dyer is still livid with Ruslan and he's letting them have it. He still hasn't stopped. Check this out, chat. This is him, guess maybe a couple of hours ago. He shared this. Looks to me like Ruslan is a legit grifter, perhaps even a paid shill, in my opinion. Since he now calls for the mass canceling of me after demanding a public repentance to him, God complex, and implying ortho bros are dangerous people. Well, I think that that's what's being questioned right now. Maybe not dangerous in like the literal physical sense, but rhetorically, like there's a lot of things happening right now that if they can't pull back from, but some have. So I will give them credit. But he says these are textbook leftist activist tactics. And all this is in reaction to jokes, impersonation, and debate challenges. Pathetic. Yeah, well, I'll just say this. At the same time, we have Eastern Orthodox crying about this situation too. But this is something that you guys have created. It's like when you were growing up. I don't know where you guys grew up, but when you grow up in a tougher environment, okay, once a person sets the tone, let's say, then guess what? That tone is set and you can't cry after you set it. In other words, you bring the temperature up, you can't go, hey, chill out and calm down if you're the one turning it up. So he's still upset. He's still mad at Ruslan. And listen, I don't want anybody, there's no cancellation. If you pull up here, I told this to Jay Dyer already directly and others have. If he pulls up here, he will not be muted. He will not be silenced. There's nothing that hurts my feelings, but doctrine over everything. DOE, chat. DOE, doctrine over everything. I don't want to talk about anything personal. I have to say this because what transpired in the last couple of days was pretty crazy. Let me show you what also JP's been dealing with today. Is obviously, he's more live on X and mixes throughout the day. I don't really do that. But this was Jay Dyer again challenging him to call in. Now, this is in the comments on YouTube. And he says, call back in, Goober. And he said, I went on yours. This is JP essentially replying and saying, now you can come on my platform. So now we have him demanding that we call him. And this is exactly what he told me when this all kicked off. So I would like is for Eastern Orthodoxy to click the link here. And I want to talk about your opinion, whether you agree with this, you disagree, sort of what have you guys come to a conclusion? Is there a messaging problem with the current orthodoxy online? Has it gotten too aggressive in your taste? And are you correcting their own folks in your communities that you know of that are inhibiting this sort of activity? And what activity? What kicked off this sort of spurt this morning after last night's live? Yes, Ruslan had his comments, and that got them a little agitated. But also, we played last night this clip. This right here is courtesy. It's on HHS's channels, which is clipped from Joel, the Think Institute channel. And this was the Eastern Orthodox kid. This was going viral earlier, I guess, today, or at least a little bit on X in the Christian sphere. So when we say viral, we mean like thousands because it's amongst the Christian community. But this was played because he was becoming sort of a prominent mouthpiece on some of these lives. And I'll be honest with you, I'm going to play it. You guys have probably already seen it, but if you haven't, this is Nikolai, the Eastern Orthodox, who's a part of the group there with Counterdox and some other guys. And this is a sort of attitude that I see. A lot. And I'll get to that in a second. Let me play the video so you guys can react.
It makes you look like a child. And I say this very
No,
respectfully.
you guys have been childish this whole time. Matt,
It
the way
makes
he
you look.
treated me
It
initially,
makes you look like a child.
absolutely
Nikolai.
childish.
Nikolai,
Wait, no,
Nikolai,
no one's
if
going to
you
agree
can't-
with you,
if you
dude.
can't,
You can go back and see the
if you
chat
can't
earlier. The
stop
way you Matt.
interrupting, if you
No,
can't act like an adult, like
you
a
will
man,
not let me make the argument. You're interrupting and saying that's not true.
Nikolai, I want you to act like a man. Okay.
I'm gone. Bye.
From the Old Testament to the
Bye.
New
Fuck
Testament.
you. Hey, fuck,
Where-
fuck, nigger.
Now, so for some people, that's kind of crazy, right? I've dealt with people on Discord, Backwoods, Discord for going on 5 years now. There's people in this very chat that have been there from the beginning. They know this is not surprising. It was Tradcast at one point. Now the EOs got the handbook or the quote unquote catalog. They're holding the catalog. They're propping themselves up as the ones that got all the answers. So these are younger guys. These are kids. That's why I told Counterdocs I don't think that he should be debating. It's not really a thing. And now that's after the Eastern Orthodox came at me internally saying that we tricked him, that he's a beginner, he's a catechumen. The same thing they were saying to Ruslan, who allowed a guy on who was willing to talk and had the priest bless him for the talk. This is the same sort of attitude. You see what I'm saying? This is the passive aggressive sort of Christianity. You can't come out here, push people, then somebody pushes you back and say, why are you pushing? Do you see what's happening here? The double standard is ridiculous. And the fact that Jay Dyer still sort of yapping on X about this, and Ruslan says, to think I have the power to get Jay canceled. Yeah, nobody's going to cancel these dudes. What's going to end up happening is we hope that shame and repentance kicks in. He's right. You're not going to be able to cancel these dudes. This is the same thing that happened. Remember, I was dealing with waves of these same arguments from these apostolic traditions. And what I'm trying to tell you is it's as my brother Rolla said, it's an online phenomenon right now. And it cycles and it gets people on their sort of pride. They're a part of a group. Hey, can I just keep it a bean chat? All right. What it is when you're young, this is exactly why gang mentality happens. When you want to be a part of a group and you want to be cool and you want to make things happen, you want to be exclusive, you want to have your homies back. That's the way it is, at least where I grew up. Right. It's this affinity to like, hey, I want to be part of something bigger. And this is what this appealed to. And now it's turned into a superiority complex. It's turned into, I have this belief, this Christian tradition, and because of it, I'm going to piss on all of you guys. That's not how this works, bro. So I'm going to take you back to how this started. And then the fact that I caught a stray and Jay Dyer calls me out. Let me show you the second tweet, and then I'll walk you through it. But I said this funny that, would the computer say like, what do I have to, it says that Jay Dyer's mad at me now. So this is what happened a couple weeks ago. Okay. Or actually about a month ago, me and JP started our whole, the whole arc of the intercession. JP told me this, and I'm giving you the inside baseball. There's no trick here. There's no, I'm not going to hold back. Okay. It was, dude, I don't really want to do that. That's JP. Like, these dudes don't come outside. That's what he said. And I was like, well, I'm not doing it for that. Okay. I said, I'm doing it because we got brothers that are confused. And tonight we're going to settle the confusion. EOs are going to help us settle this confusion. We need to know what exactly it is that you believe, how you justify what you believe. No longer obfuscating and looking, going, oh, look at that. What's, you got a booger in your nose. No. You have to tell us in a positive claim, not that everybody else is crap, but why you are the cream of the crop. So he says, nah, I don't want to do it. And I tell him, I said, bro, I'm not doing it for you. It's bigger than this. It's bigger than us. And he's like, okay, so what's the angle? And I said, well, you like arguing intercession, right? Because that's why it came up. I ended up doing a video where me and JP squashed our beef at the beginning of the year, right? And we moved on. Why? Because I did a reaction on Jay Dyer sort of going in a conversation where I was critiquing JP's responses and what Jay Dyer was saying. So it kicked off of that. Beginning of the year, we move on. Then we start doing these lives. The lives are not to attack and tell people not to be Eastern Orthodox. The attack is from a truthful perspective. What is it that you guys believe? And guess what? Since then, we're more confused than ever. So anybody can help me out, from Jay Dyer down the list. Pull up. You're not going to be muted. You'll never be kicked off. As long as we're having a productive conversation and you're not, cussing and using the N-word, just respectfully, we can even get at one another. You're not going to be thrown off. You will not. I do not mute people here. You could say what you want within reason. Of course, we're Christians. Okay. So I tell JP, let's do it. He's resistant. He goes, all right. In goodwill, we're kicking things off. Let's start fresh. We start with intercession. He's not getting the angle. I'm trying to tell him, bro, there's some major issues that I have, not with the tradition. I don't think they're all going to hell or anything. I have major issues as to the pitch book that they have. They have a pitch book that's not accurate. It's not being presented properly. There's something going on. And I want to know what it is. Like, I want to know what the heart of this is. Is this a movement that's built on falsehood, meaning they're not telling us the real, or is this something happening? So he says, all right, we continue to do the lives. Then the live that I think got the attention of these people is the one we did with Planks. Okay. And the live with Planks, if you guys remember, I'm going to pull up JP's channel because it was on his channel. If you remember that, it was a review over a guy who was basically on his way out of Protestantism, talking about his journey, and typical sort of content that these guys have gotten very comfortable doing is just saying, oh yeah, well, I left Protestantism because it was stupid. And JP's just like, yo, bro, we got to start reacting to some of this stuff. Like, what are they saying? Putting it in a horrible light, kind of acting like he didn't know answers, have any answers, and that his pastor misled him. So I said, okay, then fair enough. If we're going to get into this, let's do this right. And let's allow them to speak and let's get their testimony. If we're going to do a reaction on their stuff, let's do it properly. And this, I believe, kicked off everything. And this is the interaction with me and Planks, or on JP's channel, where we got into it. And he came up to want to have a conversation as to why he did the video. And subsequently, as you guys see, it's me and him going at it. This video right here, we'll just play a couple seconds so you can see how crazy this stuff can get. And to me, it's, it's a Tuesday, at a rate, very, very low level Tuesday for me. And people that know me know that this is a everyday thing, and don't think that, I'm going to drop dead or I'm going to have a stroke. People always say that. No, bro. I'm naturally at this energy.
How are you correcting?
No,
I let you talk, and now you're cutting me off.
No, you're misquoting me.
No,
That's not what I said. What I was saying is that it's possible, meaning that the EO have an authority structure in place to fix this issue. We can.
What do
call
you mean
the
to
council.
fix it? But is it being fixed, or is it creeping in?
What? What did you say? Sorry, you cut out. You cut
Is it creeping into your church, and are they fixing it? Do you know that there's a battle in your church right now?
Yes, there are certain jurisdictions that have issues, like the Greek jurisdictions have issues. But that's not the point. The point is that there is an authority structure in place to fix it.
You claim there is, but it's not working for you. Now get to my question. I answered all of yours. Get to mine, buddy. Okay? How did you determine that the authority structure you've selected is the right one? Give me your process. What's your epistemology?
I know exactly what you're about to do, and I'm not going to.
What do you mean? Okay, do you see it, chat? You guys are witnessing something. I have questions. The same basic questions they kicked to me. This is the same basic questions that they have. We have now. Honestly, right now, open up. Here's the actual link. If the brother wants to come up and talk about this, the EO brother that I'm hoping he does, please do so. Click this link right here. And I want, basically what I want is a civil conversation for folks to answer. Give me 1 second. I don't know why my link's not working. There it is. Anyways, it's pinned. You guys got it there. So click the link and pull up and we can have a convo. But here's the thing. This kicked it off. And I know this because I got 2 or 3 people DMing me that never DM me, okay, via Discord. And all of a sudden, this became the focus. So then me and JP are having a conversation now. And he's just like, bro, where are you going with this? He's like, I see what you're doing, but like, where's this eventually going to go? Because he knows that I don't like to debate for the sake of debating, right? Like, I'm not that. Doctrine over everything. DOE, chat. Put DOE in the chat, okay? Doctrine over everything. I don't want to talk about personal stuff outside. I want to get inside your mind to figure out your thinking as to how you came to believe something. And then what is it that you believe? So I'll give you a prime example. I told JP, I said, are you aware that people tell us on the one side that you have to perform intercession of the saints? In other words, you have to believe it and practice it. And then on the other side, I got EOs telling me no. And he's like, that can't be a thing. Still doubting me. And then he goes, bro, we're going to go this way. So this is me and him basically every day going, all right, we'll figure it out. Let's just go live. We go live. He does the thumbnail. We go live. This is how we're doing it. And then he starts to figure out like, bro, they're in like some serious pickle here. What's the deal? I'm like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like the same thing that everybody else, believes that they have these knockdown, drag down arguments. It turns out they don't. And it turns out each of them are yelling at each other. And then I'm like, how come people on YouTube don't know this? Like, for instance, I'm pretty sure, some of you guys are YouTubers. People like Rusan, he knows this. He knows that there's a battle. People like others that are in the community, they know the actual arguments. But what's presented to YouTube and all these people that are supposedly going to orthodoxy is that everything's peachy. We don't disagree on nothing. We all agree on the same stuff. Planks is the first time. This conversation here is the first time where you can actually see some people start to scratch their head and go, wait a minute, why is this becoming such a thing? How come all of a sudden I feel like they're uncomfortable? What's the issue? So then I kind of chill out. I had some other stuff. That was my last couple streams that I did on politics because I'm just worn out with that stuff with Trump. I mean, Trump is just, don't even call him a wild card anymore. He's gone, bro. And if he fixes this, glory to God. If he doesn't, then we're all in trouble. Okay. So I kind of got off that tip, but I want to share something. So we have that conversation with Planks. Somebody sent me a DM. I'm not going to tell you who, like I said, it's not anybody famous, but I'm not going to tell you who that essentially said, watch your back, and not in like a scary way, meaning as in now you're on the radar. Somebody has put you on the radar. And I said, why? And it was because of the Planks thing. Okay. So then here we go. Next step. We have a live. We do another live. And this is where Counterdocs pulls up. You see? You're starting to see a theme. And in this conversation, here I am. JP, at one point, kindly, when me and him are going at it, sorry, let me just forward here. We're going at it. Who don't believe what you believe are on their way to hell. That's what that means.
So again, it's two things that I'm trying to think in common in certain ways. It doesn't mean that we have things in common that we can work with. That's different. Because yes, you and I could say that we believe Christ died for our sins. You could call that a commonality, but that doesn't mean that we mean that in the same way, same understanding.
All right, fair enough, bro. Fair enough. So I want to have our conversation. It gets heated, and now I'm put on notice again. And JP's like, I see what you're saying. Right? He's focused on intercession, right? But he's just like, I see what you're saying. And I'm like, I want answers. That's what I want, bro. Because I'm now being told that there's certain people that have certain ideas about Eastern Orthodoxy. And now they're starting to doubt what the claim is. They're starting to doubt, like, hey, are we so unified? Hey, that's right. That's a good question he asked. How come I'm not getting a straight answer? So I'm like, this is it. This is the conversation we've been waiting to foster, which is let's talk. Tell me what you believe. Tell me why you believe it. Convince me. No more pulling up and just, literally, this is what they do. They just sling turd and mud at you. And they just go like, oh yeah, you're stupid. What do you believe? And then you're dumb. That's why I'm superior. You're stupid. This has been happening for years. Now, the difference is when you're in debate panels, backwoods of stuff like on my Discord, you're pulling up, you make a claim, you're going to have to defend it. And because it's not YouTube, because they don't think that they're going to get clipped, and which I don't really do it, never done it before, they say wild things they would not normally say. Right? But when you get them in debate, they got to answer questions. Just like I have to answer questions. It doesn't go one way, it goes both ways. This is the idea. It's a dialogue, conversation. So they're not comfortable anymore. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you something that I haven't said before. A person who reached out to me again in DMs told essentially was laying out what me and JP, the heat that we were feeling. And the heat is like this, bro. If you think that you're going to be able to, quote unquote, put some heat on us and our beliefs, bro, I just warn you, you're going against God. Then I said, okay, I'm really onto something. If I'm asking questions and I'm getting pushback as though now the wrath of God is going to come upon me, these guys got way too comfortable. Like, I didn't know it was this bad. I had no idea that it was like this. I didn't know that people on the YouTube Christian community, these online platforms, are scared of these dudes. Like, I didn't know it was that bad. I didn't even know that internally within Eastern Orthodoxy, they're scared of their figureheads. They don't want to tell them anything. Today is the first time, thanks to JP putting pressure, today's the first time that we see any pressure on behavior that I used to see for years. It's a common thing. Not all EOs are like this, just like not all Protestants are boneheads with their weak arguments or stupid or superior like the Calvinists think they are. They're not all like that. They're not. Not all the Catholics are tradcasts, not all. So I'm not painting with the broad brush. I'm particularly talking about a group of ortho bros. Okay? They are tradcath. That's what they were. I dealt with them two years straight. Server raids, debates every day, constantly. Okay? So this is not anything new. You guys are welcome here. As Eastern Orthodoxy, you're welcome so that we can figure this out. But what we're not going to do is we're not going to pretend that there's some unspoken word that I'm going against God if I question your tradition. That's what we ain't doing. And nobody's going to, quote unquote, I don't take threats. I'm saying is judgment of God on me. Okay, that's not going to happen because the scripture literally tells us to question these things. The same Christian tradition we share, even if you think we split and we go this way and you go that way, or that it's not existed, it doesn't matter. We share in the same tradition. And your church has said so. So tonight, we're going to put this right in front of everybody. What does Eastern Orthodoxy believe? And Jay Dyer's welcome to come and tell me. And how did the person that I'm speaking to come to believe it? Because that's the real conversation. No more. You got a booger in your nose. No more. Oh, what church do you go to? A strip mall? Oh, no more. This is it. The pressure's on you guys. You got to step up. You got to tell us what you believe, positive claims. And you got to tell us why you came to believe it. If you can't do that, bro, this whole thing is shifting on you. The whole narrative is shifting. And how this came together, where randomly, we don't even know. Oh, what is this? This dude really block you, bro? Yo, this dude just blocked you? Wasn't he just inviting you on? Man, I didn't even get to JP's part. Man, this joint is like moving every second, huh? Real quick, chat. Let me put you up on game right now, chat. All right, check this out, chat. Apparently, this is all happening as we speak. Now Jay Dyer has blocked JP. Okay, mind you, I was blocked by Jay Dyer. I did a live a few weeks back. I was blocked on YouTube and Twitter or X. So now he's just blocked him. So let me do something so I can pit stop this real quick, and then JP will pull up when he feels like a little bit later. We got some EO brothers in the back, and this is what I want to see. I want to see love. And if you guys disagree with these dudes, EOs, this is about EOs. It's open invitation for EO. The only one that I want to pop in here is a JP to clarify some things as we get here. This is a stream for EOs. Bro, I got no beef with EOs. This tactic is no more. Nobody's scared of you. I'm not running from you. And all due respect, we agree on so much. Why we're spending time on this garbage right now is ridiculous. In the world, the climate that we live in, from other things that we got to deal with, from the liberal takeovers of your churches, let alone the other churches. And guess what? We have other religions. We have other movements trying to take over the world. and we're sitting here arguing about what we agree on most. If you want to send us to hell, send us to hell. But stop making this of this personal petty mudslinging. Doctrine over everything. If you don't get the temperature here, I don't care about your personal life. I got a whole Discord, bro, that I run. And the Discord there, I literally help these dudes try to become men. From talking to them about the politics of faith, family, and finance. That's literally what we talk about on a daily in fellowship. We do this thing. We've been doing this for coming up on a half decade now. So I'm not sitting here. I don't care to talk about your kids, your wife, I don't care. And you guys that are doing this, man, repent, bro. So I'm going to tell you something. I don't know where this is going, how sincere the kid is, but apparently the guy that got caught up yesterday, Nikolai, he's repented. He's changed his mind. Let me pull this up to give credit where credit is due, because this I love to see. This is the same thing I was trying to tell Counterdocs, and I understand Counterdocs not going to listen to me. But these guys right here, this brother here, he started to show at least some repentance, and maybe somebody could give me an update on this. And he's talking to people that he was actually pleading for people to reach out to him. And this is the kind of stuff we want to see. Now, whether this is sincere and it remains, I have no reason to doubt it. But this is the kind of stuff that we got to see, man. You can't be going online. The internet is forever, as they say. You can't do this. And this doesn't give you a license if you just became a catechumen for Eastern Orthodoxy. This doesn't give you a license to go out and act like other people, whether you think Jay Dyer's giving you a clearance. That's not it. So in his comments after the video went and JP interacted with them, JP said that he kind of chilled out. And now everybody's going to try to hopefully not flip the narrative and say this is cancel culture. No, this is not, bro. This is not cancel culture. This is this brother saying, all right, maybe I went a little too far. That's it. What's the problem with that? Why we make mistakes all the time. Just say that. Because in the end, this is Christianity, bro. You're Christians, man. You're Christians. At least agree on that. Unless you want to do something else. All right. So the brothers are pulled up. They're stacked in the back. These guys, I believe, are all EOs. I hope they are, because then that means they listened. And they're going to receive love, respect. They're all going to get to speak. And even if we get at it, bro, let's do this in love. Let me bring up the brothers and let's see if we can't get this panel popping off. And by the way, share this with everybody. I don't know if I'm blocked again with Jay Dyer. Reach out to who you want to. Maybe come in here. We can have a conversation to squash this madness, this beef. So without further ado, let me bring up my brothers from another mother with the same heavenly Father. Here's Bill, Ben. Let me bring them up. And who's this? Not Jay Dyer. I don't know who that is. And Stage. Let's everybody open up here. Not Jay Dyer. Who is that?
Hey, Muller. I'm not Orthodox. Just real quick. I just wanted to request that if you talk to any Orthodox, can you please make sure that, as someone who wasn't aware of this and who is going to become Orthodox, can you just make sure they have a blessing? Because I remember when you asked Counterdocs.
You're right.
Because I remember when you asked Counterdocs.
You're right.
He clearly doesn't have a blessing. I don't have a blessing, so I'm not even going to debate. I just want, as someone who has a lot of respect for the faith, I just want to just I'm going to hop off. Out of respect for the faith.
Real quick, Ben. Real quick, because I recognize you. You and I had a discussion on CK's platform, and I know you were inquiring, but now it looks like you're committing, so you're going to honor your church. But what I'm saying is, Ben, I respect you because you and I got at it. Remember that? You're the same Ben, right?
Yeah. That and that was before. That was when I was first inquiring. I didn't even know the blessing was a thing at the time. So I apologize to anybody about that. That's why I haven't been on CK's channel. I just want to put that out there as someone who's learned that please just make sure they have a blessing, because Counterdocs clearly doesn't have a blessing. I heard you ask him that. Yeah. And he tried to say I'm not discussing theology. So he doesn't have a blessing. I don't have a blessing. So I'm gonna hop off now, but I just wanted to put that out there, because I don't want people coming up here, that don't have it, and then now we have all this confusion. You know what I'm saying? All right. God bless. Have a good day.
All right, you too, bro. So I respect that because Ben indeed was inquiring, and we had a conversation, and it went down. But he's pointing out something that I believe is the standard. You can't pull up. Tell me that your tradition is the best, and the first thing you do is piss on it by not listening, right? So let me get this not Jay Dyer out of the way. Yo, brother, are you sincere here, or are we joking around, bro? What's up? Okay. All right, Sanctus Knight, are you EO? I think you are, right?
No, I'm Roman Catholic. We spoke a few days ago, but you banned me.
Oh, you're the guy that pulled up that couldn't give me an answer as to whether Jay Dyer blocked me?
No, he blocked you. I was messing with you, but the question is, why are you running from Jay Dyer?
Oh, I'm not. He's invited to come here.
No, because he,
Since you're
like,
not an
he
EO.
tweeted at you saying, come up. He tweeted at you.
What do you mean he tweeted at me?
He said that Mahler weirdo can come up.
Yeah, bro, have you been watching at the beginning? I posted that at the very beginning. You're obviously not listening. So I'll tell you what, bro.
You posted what? Sorry, repeat that, please.
The tweet, bro. And I saw that you recorded me on my Discord. Remember I told you?
That wasn't me. That was the Orthodox. We're two different people. We're distinct.
Oh, okay. So you're a Roman Catholic that's a
but he's my best friend. Yeah, what's
you're
up?
a Dyerite, though, right?
I'm a what?
You're a Dyerite, right?
What is that?
Okay.
I speak English.
All right, bro. Just come up after. Remember, you came up. This is an EO invite. Not for you, but just chill out and then we can talk after. All right, bro?
All right. See you.
All right, man. All right. So I want to open it up. A brother that I respect, Bill, and this brother we just met yesterday. So I want to open it up. I want you guys, Bill, if you can go first, or actually Anthony, I had him on slated first. I invited him. I figured you might pull up, Bill, but I want to let Anthony open up and maybe just assess what he thinks is going on now. What is that sound am I getting? Is that one of your guys' YouTube videos open? I'm kind of hearing like a choppy noise.
I am typing on a keyboard.
Yeah, I don't think it's typing. Is it gone now? Maybe one of your guys' windows open. Yeah.
Let me see. I don't know if it's mine. Let me see.
No, I don't think it's yours, Anthony. I think it was Bill's. All right, well, chill. All right, let's open it up. Go ahead.
That's good because I'm tech illiterate, so if it was mine, I wouldn't be able to fix it.
Yeah, I hear you. Go ahead and let us know what's going on, Anthony. What are your thoughts? Because I specifically told you something popped off with the kid, Nikolai, which, like I said, I'm glad to see the cooler heads are prevailing there. But what are your thoughts on everything? And maybe you kind of figured out what me and JP were talking about, what we've been dealing with.
Yeah, I have no judgment for Nikolai. I mean, if he repented and confessed it, that's good.
Amen.
I would, like I said last night on the other stream, I just don't think people should be spending so much time online with this stuff. And it's not even, this transcends the whole like Orthodox, Protestant, Roman Catholic thing for me. The internet is just not representative. It's people treat it as though, it's like you're getting a snapshot of reality, and you're not. I mean, the people you're talking to are the human being, right? When you have two people in person who see each other, they talk to each other, you have all these things in your mind, right, that help you discern the character of the person you're talking to, the mental state of the person you're talking to, whether the person you're talking to is even someone that should be engaged. So, like, for example, if I am walking down the street and I see a homeless guy who's like yelling about the end is nigh, like, I'm not going to go up to that person and try to debate Orthodoxy versus Protestantism.
That's facts. That's a good analogy.
But the thing about the internet is that, especially with the anonymity, it's different when, we see each other right now is much better. But, the anonymity, if I hop on X and I see, I don't know, some random Orthobro guy or random Protestant guy or random Roman Catholic guy with just their username, I have no idea what kind of person I'm talking to.
Yep.
And from what I see on X, these people are mostly seem like just insane.
Well, let me say something, Brother Anthony, because that's when I realized that you are a brother and you are no.
Yo,
looks like you lost you a little bit.
Use JP. Yo, you froze, bro. His dog must have manifested and kicked out the modem. Hey, come back, bro. Come back. All right. He was probably gonna ask you, but all right, Bill, chime in right now because you haven't met Anthony, right? You guys don't know each other?
Yeah, I saw Anthony in the video the other day. What he'll be doing good, bro. I am the perpetual rock in the shoe of the Maulerites, as it's called.
Yeah, that's what they call them, right? But very Bill, nice. What are your thoughts on what's happened? You heard Anthony just talk about the sort of culture on X and stuff, and you've talked about this before. But tell us what you think is going on with this whole Jay Dyer, JP, and Ruslan, all of this.
Yeah, so I have a Twitter, but I don't really typically go on it. But I did today. It's maddening, dude. It is maddening. For the first time ever, I'm talking to some young men right now, and I was literally, one of them just told me that I'm grossing him out and calling me gay. All right.
Giving him the ick.
If you're watching the live, dude, all right, great. God bless you, brother. But I've never seen this. This is bananas to me, dude. This is nuts. Addressing your questions, with Nikolai, he just made a video addressing it. I heard that it's good. I heard that he accepted accountability and repented, and that even his father was involved. So,
Bill, here's my issue, and I'm gonna go ahead, Bill.
Go ahead.
Hold on, Bill. I can't hear you.
Oh,
yeah. Now I hear you. You were
Yeah,
speaking.
I think it's something with your mic, Bill. Are you on a different mic?
Yeah.
let me try this.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. It might be something.
I don't know if
different.
flipping the phone's gonna fix it.
Yeah.
There's a
He said,
speaker
"Let
at
me
the
flip
bottom
the
of the phone,
phone."
bro.
Oh, yeah, you're a little bit closer. Now. You're a little bit closer. Maybe that's it. All right, go ahead, JP. What do you want? You wanted to say something before?
Yeah, so let me add to something Bill said. Now, Bill, the reason I cut you off is because there was a delay. I thought you stopped, but just unmute your mic whenever you want to talk, and then I'll get the signal that you're trying to say something. This brother here, as I was saying, the reason my computer shut off like that is because I was on my hotspot, not my actual Wi-Fi, but that's fixed now, so it's not going to happen again. And it seems like my computer's not heating up on StreamYard, so I might have to make that switch at some point. But anyways, with that said, Brother Moeller.
Yes, brother.
Here's the deal. This brother here clearly fears God. That's why I reached out to him and I told him he should come on this panel with short notice. He saw firsthand the amount of, I'm going to say hundreds to thousands. Now, obviously more in the hundreds, less in the thousands, right? I got thousands of impressions. That video I uploaded got at least 30,000 views on X. It exploded. It went semi-viral. Now the kid is doing an apology video saying, hey, I'm sorry, taking accountability. Here's where I'm saying this is getting very dangerous. CounterDocs said that this was an AI that we created to push propaganda, this is how far a lot of these guys are willing to go. I like CounterDocs, but when you're going to go in the realm of he said something and let's clean it up by saying it's AI, that's a problem. Number two, the reason that I made that I posted that video and it went viral, Bill, isn't because, let me put it to you this way. He's doing that, repentance and all that stuff.
Yeah, because
he was coming at my character, Moeller, and he said to me that he knows how I get down when there's one-on-one conversations. He said that about me on Twitter. He goes, yeah, JP, I see how you get down when you have one-on-one conversations. Excuse me? You're coming to play on my character when I have one-on-one discussions? Didn't you just call somebody a NIGGER and a FUCK 15 times in a live stream, and you're coming at my character on how I engage with people one-on-one when you're dropping the hard ER and cursing people off? That's why he did the apology video, because I dropped that to show his hypocrisy, and he had no choice but to do that. I was going back and forth with Alex Soren. Me and him were going back and forth. He's like, JP, how can you hold this over his head? I said, I'm not holding it over his head. But if he's going to question my character, if he's going to question me and say, JP, you're this, you're that, or question anybody while you're doing this, that's hypocrisy. At the end of the day, even though some of these guys don't believe it, we are Christians and we are to be honest and we are to show charity to each other. We're supposed to do that. And if you don't think I'm a Christian, that doesn't give you a license to talk to me like I'm a dog, assume my intentions. He called me a clout goblin. He says, JP, you're a clout goblin. No, I'm not a clout goblin. You have a whole channel dedicated to Eastern Orthodoxy, and I don't call you a clout goblin. I'm sure Bill talks about Protestantism and Eastern Orthodoxy in his circles. I'm not going to call him a clout goblin, right? So this is all that's been going on.
I think the other piece of it too is the hypocrisy, the sort of this double standard that's said, not just when it comes to your claims, you know, from your epistemology, but it goes all the way across the board, where these people are acting as though they're walking around in this world thinking that number one is, even if you do have an opinion, but if you're not Eastern Orthodox, you just have an opinion to shut up when I tell you. I did not know that this was real and it was the actual thing that would manifest on YouTube. So here's the point. If JP had to drop that video, which is a video that was already out there on this other brother's channel, then what we're trying to do is even caution the young people, just like I cautioned others. Don't pull up when you don't have it. Ben pulled up here, the guy that was here, and told us clearly that we could see the counterdocs didn't have a blessing. So this double standard where you want to tell us that your church is superior, and then the first thing you do is violate your church's superiority or their authority by not getting a blessing. This is inconsistent. It's wildly inconsistent. And then to point at us, like you say, you got a booger in your nose, or tell us shut up. It's your opinion doesn't matter. That's not how this works, gentlemen. It's not going to work like that. This thing can only pick up and get more attention to you. But we wanted to do it the right way. What do you believe? Literally, what do you believe and why do you believe it? And I think that that's going to shine, because what Bill is experiencing right now, and I don't know if Anthony did. I don't know if he already got hate or comments from his own crew, but I want you guys to tell me, did you guys get any negative feedback?
Yeah, Anthony was trying to correct somebody biblically, and they were calling him. Go ahead, Anthony. Speak for yourself.
No, I just know I got into a brief exchange with a guy on X, but
okay.
Again, then realized that I'm talking to probably a person that I would, recommend be put in a mental hospital if I met them in real life. So I stopped.
But they got on you because they thought you were what, being a sympathizer to somebody else, or they didn't like your comment?
I don't remember, honestly. I think it was something about. I think I told them that the way they were speaking to somebody wasn't right or whatever. And then, as soon as you criticize the way that they, especially with again, if Nikolai repented, I'm not, judging him for this now. I'm just saying, what was said there that he repented for, it was just pretty heinous. And as soon as you bring that up, they're like, well, Jesus called the Pharisees a brood of vipers.
Right.
You can't just do reductionism to this basic level, like, oh, see, we're all just being harsh and you don't like I'm just talking the way Jesus talked. No, you're not.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's frustrating.
It becomes and then you feel, you know what it is after a while, not for you guys, for me, it's a Tuesday. Okay. What I'm saying is I know what you guys feel. Bill's maybe felt a little bit more of it, but there's people that go like, bro, it hurts my spirit. They talk about this feeling of, bro, I'm depressed now. I'm sad about this. Why does it got to be like this? And then, and it's always the pep talk that I got to give. You got to understand, you don't know what people are going through. Like, I do them a favor by telling them, get off the platform. I do them a favor like Counterdocs. He was on here the other day, and what did he do? He had the first opportunity, started dropping F-bombs to cuss me out again. And I'm like, bro, I'm trying to do you a favor. You say you have anger issues. Don't be pulling up here to debate without your priest, without people knowing. And I know he didn't have a clearance from his priest, because if all the priests that I speak to, okay, they're very intelligent, emotionally intelligent. They have a emotional quotient where they can figure out very, very quickly if somebody should be debating, talking, and most of them say absolutely not. They're in no place to do it. And he's in no place to do it. And I say that out of love. You want other people clipping you, bro? I don't clip. And even if I ever do clip, it's because people push me to do a short to surmise 3-hour lives, and they just want a cool clip. So we just got to keep this in perspective. For some of you guys that deal with this, as Anthony said, you have to talk to people when you figure out they're not mentally right or they're in a bad place. Have a little bit of charity enough to disconnect or ignore them. So Bill receiving some of the backlash doesn't surprise me. But can we get where's your guys' concerns, and what do you want to? I know Bill has some other things to say, but where do you guys want this to go? Right now, the rhetoric's turned up. Apparently, he blocked JP, and he's still getting at Ruslan. And I haven't really engaged with him on X because I said to pull up here. Me and Jay Dyer have a conversation. We have.
Did he block you, Mueller?
I didn't check. I'm such a
check real quick. See if he blocked you.
So. I could check, but go ahead, Bill or Anthony, to comment on any of the where you want to see this going, or like what do you think? What are some of the things that we may be missing on our side as to what you think this is?
I don't. Thank you, brother. I don't think you're missing much, dude. Like, let's say, like, just putting doctrine to the side. Is this? I can't believe I have to address. Can we not call people racial slurs? Let me go a step further. Can we just not say it? Can we stop doing this game where we think that words don't have meaning? Can we stop playing the define that word? Can you, bro? Just stop.
Okay.
It's so stupid. Is this the hill you want to die on? Is dropping F-bombs. That's the hill we're dying on. And Paul says that if you don't he's like, if you eat food that's offered to idols, you're fine. But if someone sees you doing that, it could cause them to stumble. So he's saying, and this is something that's considered okay. He says, maybe don't do that. So when we hit this and we have kids, okay, if you're 20 and below, you're a kid. Sorry. Yeah. And you're doing this on the internet, and you're and I just got told for the first time I'm piety singing, that I'm gay. That all right, bruh, that's fine, whatever. But like, that's like, go talk to your priest, go talk to your spiritual father, go tell your godparents who sponsored you at your baptism. Let's see what they have to say. And if you're gonna tell me, oh, you think you're better, I'm worse than everybody, but I can identify stuff. I don't need to fall on that. Like, for real, that's the thing we're gonna. So no, I it's straightforward. It's I'm glad to talk with you guys, but it's stupid that these people are using this. This is, and you know what it is? It's not recognizing how this impacts other people. Yep. It's not recognize how it makes other people look. It's kind of like when people ridicule the boomers who don't think about the next generation, they get screwed over.
Yep.
Because this is what's going to happen, is that these guys are going to grow up and they're going to date girls who are Christians, who are Baptists, who are Pentecostal or whatever. They're going to say, you should become Orthodox. And they go, oh, I hear it's just a bunch of frat boys. I hear it's a bunch of people who do X, Y, Z. Mm-hmm. And now he's got to dig himself out of that hole, because in the meantime, you had to excuse this. Bro, you can be Orthodox and not kiss another man's feet. Yep. You can say, like, I like Jay Dyer. I'm subscribed to Jay Dyer. I disagree with the rhetoric and the vocabulary and the cursing and the actions. And I would still be happy to talk to him, invite him to my home, share a meal with him, pray with him, etc. But I deal with my own friend. I have friends who talk a certain way. And I say, all right, man, relax with that. And we're still brothers in Christ. So I don't know if they think it's like Hydra.
I think you're frustrated because you thought this was common sense. Can I kid? I don't want to speak for you, Bill, but you heard me and I told you this, and I've been saying this for a long time. JP knows this, not so much maybe in Discord, how it's just debate all day, every day, but he knows this already. It's the same thing. Is I tried to tell you that this was a whole thing that's out here, and there are a lot more than you think there are. So let me just say this, because it looks like I'm not blocked by Jay Dyer. But let me say something, because this was posted by what's this going to say? Cleve. Okay. And this is apparently a loon ball Protestant who's talking the same way. Do you think that I'm going to sit here and say that this guy, Norm Deep, that he's also correct in the head, that he's cool? No, I'm going to rebuke him just to say. I don't understand what you guys think you're dealing with here. You think that we're just out here trying to do a wrecking ball to the EO tradition? Nope, that's not it. But apparently now double standards, now the hypocrisy is playing out. So you guys want to up the ante if you're gonna then not rebuke the people that are coming crazy on your side, and then now you're posting this passive aggressively. Like, I thought this was the temperature you guys were at. I don't agree with any of this. So whoever this Norm Deep, he'd get it the same way. I literally, if anybody's been in the Discord, I said, if I catch you saying anything near to the rhetoric that's being displayed this way, I'll throw you out. That's not what we do as Christians. You've never learned that from me, and I'm not dealing with it. So you're gone. And if you guys have been there and heard it, it's been consistent. That's how the Discord runs. If you want respect, you got to give it. I get it. We can get contentious. We can get at it. But in the end, we're taught that we hug it out and we say, you're still my brother, and we handle our differences. But this stuff talking about, NIGG, what is this? And then I'm going to go, I'm going to do something to your family, posting memes. I mean, I didn't even see the stuff that they did with Ruslan. Like, Lucky's got thick skin, but all of this needs to be reputed. It doesn't matter where it comes from, bro. This is from the pits of hell. Get your folks in line. We rebuke this guy just the same. Go on Norm Deep's joint and tell him, bro, if you're a Christian, you need to repent. Same way. So are we talking crazy right now? Or is it that we have EO brothers here who are just saying, bro, disagree. Even tell them that their tradition's not the real one. Ours is the true one. That's a totally different conversation than beep this, beep that, N-word all day, and then going after somebody. And now you're calling these dudes gay? What, they're gay now too? So everybody's just gay. Crazy. All right.
Fake and gay. Don't forget.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. But I'll tell you guys this: if you guys actually come after these dudes, man, then I'll literally do EO streams, or we're gonna open up and I'm gonna find who is it that's getting after these brothers who are staying level-headedly. They believe they're a part of the one true church. They believe they're in the right tradition. I understand that they've come to certain conclusions. Amen. Glory to God. If that's where the Spirit has led them. We disagree. They disagree with me. I don't hate them. Even if they think salvation is not secured and it's possible because they think I have the fruits of the Spirit, oh, bro, let it go. But if you're going to pull up with that kind of energy and we're going to stay on this on 10 the whole time, I'm telling you, that's a fight you're going to lose because you're not fighting me anymore. You're not fighting JP. You're not fighting Ruslan. You're fighting your own church. Your own church is pulling up saying, chill out. All right. I got Layman in the back. You said you wanted him to talk about something.
Yeah, because he's been seeing my interactions from the beginning to end, all of them.
All right, go ahead.
JP, do you mind if I just say one thing in response?
Yeah,
you
go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
The AI thing I got in the mix of too. So just to clear up, I was speaking to certain people who were using a software to try to figure out if video was AI or not. I don't know how that works. And so someone told me this might be AI. And I said, oh, I don't know. And I went on the CK stream. I asked him and I asked his humble servant. Yeah. And they gave me the clip unabridged from multiple sources and said, here you go, da-da-da. And then the guy I spoke to went, I'm wrong. We reviewed the clip. And he was like, nah, this is not AI. This is true. And he said, we need to call this guy out now because this is a problem. And he posted it in his Discord and said, everybody needs to look at this. This needs to be made aware. So he speculated. He said, I'm wrong. And then I said, I'm wrong. So just to clear his name a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. No problem. All right. Oh, we're all good there.
Let me bring up Layman because he was watching the interaction, as JP said on Twitter. Layman, of course, he's in the debate sphere, so this is nothing new to him. In terms of just people, from every camp, we're saying every camp, but don't get sensitive, But right now, you guys are on the hot seat because you guys got the catalog, as I say. And you're out here puffing up your chest and basically at one point telling me in the DMs and JP, what are you guys doing lives for? Like, what? You don't run this, bro. We get to talk when we want to talk. So Layman, what's your opinion on the exchange? And what do you see?
Well, I mean, the Jay Dyer part, I mean, he blocked me a long time ago when I challenged in the debate. But JP has been sharing whenever Eastern Orthodoxes look down or at least speak against Nikolai's behavior, Now, here's the thing with Nikolai is saying he repented of that a year ago, but then he's still then I'm seeing screenshots where he's saying, if you got a problem with me, talk to my patriarch or whatever, that type of thing like that. So I don't know what's going on, but whenever I saw that he said he repented.
Hold on, real quick, Layman. Hold on.
All right.
Run it -B1C. You do not have to turn on your camera. Oh,
yeah. Sorry, I didn't see that, brother. You don't have to turn on your camera.
Yeah, so just click the link. It should be pinned and we could have a dialogue. Yeah, go ahead, Layman. Carry on.
So whenever I saw that he said he repented, and I don't agree with their soteriology sanctification, just like y'all don't agree with me. But regardless of that, we're talking about behavior here. He said that he repented a year ago, and so I shared that. I tweeted that as well. So I mean, no one is trying to cancel the guy. The issue is that these people are coming at us, and I'm talking about us, like anybody that is not Eastern Orthodox, and they're doing it in such a way where it's not even the best representations. You know, like you said, who in their right mind is going to give these people a blessing to do this, man?
That's the thing right there. You hit it on the head. Somebody said that earlier, and I don't know what it is. The simplest things I can't encapsulate. Did you hear that? It seems to be, it would be like if somebody flew off the handle right now. It seems to be that if that person is letting the world believe that the priest is okay with that their spiritual father would be okay with that. I think that's the impression that it's giving off. But now that we're highlighting it, people are getting mad. People are trying to tear down JP because he's pointing out something that's like, bro, this is a concern. This is what we've been talking about. And you're absolutely right. It seems like what you're saying is that your church is co-signing this stuff. And we're not saying that. We're saying is no, we think as a church, as a whole, priest and EO brothers that are on the stage right now, they don't talk like this, bro. They
Moeller,
just
sorry, Moeller. Just to respond to that, and Bill, just to let you know, this dude, the Korean guy, the Korea name guy, what is his name? The Korea in Korea, I don't whatever
Nikolai.
his name.
Nikolai
in Korea, yeah.
Yeah.
He said he repents for being angry, not for saying the hard ER. So let's just keep that on notice. He does not repent for dropping the F-bombs, nor does he repent for saying the hard ER. He repents for being angry. He does not believe saying the hard ER is a sin. So this is where we're at now. There was an East. Go ahead, Moeller.
No, I was just gonna say, all right, like I'm okay.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
what are we doing then?
Yeah, so there were some Eastern Orthodox on Twitter who were begging me on their knees. They said, JP, give us your argument on why the F word and the N word are inherently sinful. I said, join my live stream and we can get into it. And they're not here. So, yeah.
Okay, sorry. Put this back. So is this what we're saying now? Is this the actual language that we're co-signing? So then he didn't repent. So he repented for getting angry. But if he's repenting to get angry, so then he's not repenting for the words. So then if he would have said them softly in a different tone, it would have been okay. I'm confused, guy. I don't understand what's going on right now. Make sense of what I just heard. Go ahead, Anthony.
It's such a pharisaical attitude, dude. Well, if I did it in this way, technically, actually.
Yeah. Hey, do you see that? How is he? I don't get it. Make it make sense, Anthony. I mean, does it make sense that he was angry, but he said these words, but those words he would normally say them and can normally say them? Make it make sense.
It does not make sense. Something Layman said earlier that I thought was good, and this ties into something that Ruslan talked about last night as well, is like they're not just going after, non-Orthodox people. They go after Orthodox people too. Like you see, like Jay criticizes, Ancient Faith Radio, which is a massive like Orthodox, source of information for new converts and stuff. Goes after Father Andrew Stephen Domick. They've got to be. It's like, they're like Ruslan said. At some point, this is just going to turn into like losing the support of the clergy, in whatever capacity that even exists now. Because my bishop has said, hey, don't learn about Orthodoxy online. Don't listen to Jay Dyer. Yeah. So I don't know. It's like I said, they're going to end up as schismatics or something. It's not good. So I don't know. They need to reel it in.
Yeah. I think you're hitting on something that's the temperature. This is when we embarked on this, I was trying to tell them there's mixed signaling. There's a mixed message that's happening. And now I think this is coming to the forefront. There are people that honestly want to seek the Lord and tell people about Orthodoxy because they believe it's the truth through and through. Then we have the other group that just says, shut up, you're gay. So if the conversation is now, okay, can we get the people that are just saying, shut up, you're gay all day? Can we get them to at least listen to reason? The guy just said that he repented, but not for the words that he used, but apparently for the tone, meaning the inflection in his voice. So is that inherently sinful? Chat, is inflection in your voice inherently sinful? How can we know? Is it the actual volume? Is it, how do we know that you're angry? Like, do you see how stupid this can get?
Yeah.
So
it's very Jewish.
Put him in the room with a black guy and let's see if he says it.
no, not only that, I was going to say, somebody told me earlier, they said, yeah, they've given a clearance for it because it's a generational thing, like the Doomers, right? Gen Z, the Doomers are like, yeah, bro. I mean, we grew up saying it and blah, 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 you know, amongst our friends or at school. And I have black friends, or I have, you know, Hispanic friends, and they say it and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, bro, I'm talking to you as a Christian. As a Christian, you think this is what you should be doing? Okay, maybe you're doing it in secret. I don't know what you're doing, but in secret, out in public, and then on a YouTube channel, bro. You not know this stuff? This stuff can ruin your life if people are starting to see you're not a Christian, and not only that, you can't control your tongue, and you think it's cool. So then I said, I'll guarantee you, everything would change if you see things like this. Remember, this is essentially their leader, their figurehead, right? So if it's not inherently sinful, then I'm going to ask Jay Dyer, go ahead and tell us what wig means. What does it mean? What does it stand for? Go ahead and say it. Yeah, what? No, I need him to say it. You better not say N-word. You better not say N-word, because there's no problem with saying it. We got no issues. But you notice how there is a problem with saying it.
Let's just put a diss track out on him. You know, he raps. Ruslan raps. You know,
that's horrible.
I was like,
Please don't do that.
we're actually you're gonna lose the battle, Lehman, before you start with that. But yeah, wait a minute. Jay Dyer raps? No, he doesn't.
He makes like AI fun tracks or whatever.
Oh, okay, but he's not like an actual rapper, is he?
No.
I heard he freestyles actually.
No, he does stuff like silly stuff.
Oh,
Like
okay.
silly
All right,
tracks.
like comedic stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Like literally
You know what? This reminds me of you remember like prior to Trump, the temperature of the political sphere, like when you see like how politicians would talk about each other.
Yep.
And it'd be like, tell me something that you have a problem with the other person. They'd go, well, I disagree with him, but we're both fighting for America. And go, I completely agree with stuff. And then Trump came out and was like, Marco Rubio wife's the dog. And they were like, whoa, we can talk like that. We can act like that. And now, if you look at like all the MAGA people, this is what they do. This is they talk and act like their figurehead because they're like, whoa, I didn't realize this was an option.
Hold on, what JP said is not true.
No, that's a good example. But okay, so then go ahead, JP, pull up the evidence or
let me go on Twitter.
So you figure
Call him a dude.
But Bill, what you're saying is true. It's we're at the height of it. It's totally true. It's the height of MAGA. You know, everybody's going off. This seems to be that temperature. Now I know these guys are going to want it to continue. They're not going to want to slow it down. But I'm trying to say, for the sake of just sanity and peace, and for the image of Eastern Orthodoxy, bro, just get a handle on this. Like it's easy. Just destroy them with argumentation. That's all you gotta do. You don't gotta call their mom anything. You ain't gotta talk about you know, their skin color, what their background is, even jokingly. Hey, I get it. We all joke around, but you're not. You're literally losing the argument by doing this kind of stuff. And then you want to walk it back and go, why are people? Listen, let me show you a video. Can I show you guys something real quick? This I find hilarious. And I don't know if any of you guys seen this. I gotta pull this up. But this seems to be Jay Dyer saying that there's a bunch of crybabies. But then he's watching this video. Watch this. But then he proceeds to do what? To cry about apparently people not liking him. I'm like, bro.
All right, Moeller.
What's up?
Hold on quick, because the son of the devil said that I'm lying.
All right, so give me a second. Let me do a 30-second clip here. This is Jay Dyer saying that Ruslan is, you know, going through this clip, but now he's saying as he can't believe this and wants to know why they're in this way. Listen to what he says, and Anthony and Bill, I'm gonna have to put you on the hot seat. You're gonna have to give me a comment on what you're about to hear.
Why would you put a catechumen and not get an actual competent Orthodox person who can actually debate it? That's what I asked you, right? And I said to him, Ruslan, it's on your channel as a debate. What are you talking about? Ruslan said, oh, that's my mistake. The team made a mistake by putting debate in the title. Yeah, suddenly now the team made a mistake. Now that people are saying, why, Ruslan, did you put a catechumen up there? Ruslan didn't reach out to any Orthodox person I'm aware of who's a competent debater. So look, man, this is what these people, like, why don't you just get a quality experienced person? You know, it's funny, like the way people act towards Orthodox people. It's so just absolutely insane. Like, we're the most hated, the most mistreated, the most lied about, and all of these people on the internet world, they're just.
Do you see it? Do you guys just see what we heard? This guy saying how I'm being honest. He may have fair gripes and complaints, but he's the figurehead that's leading these people that are just going for everybody's neck. And then he wants to, we're just so lied about. We're just misunderstood. Bro, you can't do that. If you came up here, pulled up here, and you said, hey, Mahler, I don't want to talk to you because I think you're unruly, I'd even grant it to you that, hey, it may appear that way if you watch some of my stuff. That's not the case, though, right? But I'm not going to sit here and whine and cry and go, I never did it. I never gave the appearance. I'm going to take it on the chin and say, yeah, things get heated, bro. But that's me on a Tuesday. I didn't know that you were going to get that sensitive. I'm not mad at you. I don't hate you. This is the kind of stuff that I'm witnessing here. So JP's got some evidence that proves the Eastern Orthodox guy was here that wasn't being honest. What you got? You sharing your screen?
Yeah. This is about losing his temper, not about the curse word. So I'll show you an example here. Hate to do this, but you know.
Yeah, and the other thing, real quick, Bill, what do you want to comment? I mean, am I seeing a double standard and hypocrisy on what that comment was by Jay Dyer?
No, I think you're. I think you're right. Again, I like Jay, but listen, you'd call me out if I was doing something stupid. I'd call you out if you were doing something stupid. So you ain't got to hate nobody, and you could still say, yo, you're wrong. So, no, I completely agree with you so far.
Yeah, so check this out. All right, what you got, bro?
Yeah, give me a second. It's here. As soon as I left the screen, it left it. So let's see. Oh, yes. So again, I publicly admitted to crashing out and losing my temper at the time. I have done so on my stream as well. So this is about his temper, crashing out in his temper. Now, we're going to see a paragraph for where he explains this.
Okay, so this is him talking about what he's repenting for, I guess?
Yeah, look. He's repenting for his temper. He doesn't believe the word is a sin. I already confessed independence for this. I never hide this from a single soul who donated. In fact, I even told people I had lost my temper when my channel first started and said this. I don't condone lashing out like that, and under normal circumstances, I wouldn't even bother addressing it. But these clout goblins want to use this as an attack on holy orthodoxy, then I feel it needs to be clearly explained. I'm not using this as an attack on holy orthodoxy. I'm using this to show you're a hypocrite because you said my character. You put my character into question. My cussing at someone I, at the time, felt was repeatedly rude and demeaning on myself is not an excuse, but also not a mark against orthodoxy. We get that. I don't do much on one-on-one debates anymore, precisely because informal debates where I cannot hold that person to account devolve. None of what I said above will matter to those who will be able to dismiss me. I don't need to answer any of these people. I have already repented, but I will say this. Cancel culture is exactly what JP is attempted to do. Is much more vile.
So now they've turned it. Now they're the victims.
I mean, it's pretty hard to turn this. It would be one thing if these people were concerned for my soul. You weren't concerned for my soul when you said that I'm a clout goblin and that my character should be questioned and people shouldn't have a one-on-one discussion with me. I'd happily respond. At the end of the day, I don't care about a word.
All right, so pause right there. Then why don't you go ahead and drop it then? Why disguise it? Why cover it up? If this is you guys, you think it's totally cool and it's not a thing, right? Culturally, and you just want to come with the inherent argument, then why not use it? And you're going to say it's not appropriate. Then you still concede the argument.
Now check this out.
Say it
Bill.
proudly, like white pride.
Now, Bill, check this out. Ginger is a slur. I'm far more worried about losing my temper than a slur. So he said he doesn't care about the word. He cares about losing his temper.
So the brother, that's the Eastern Orthodox brother, right?
Yeah.
The guy that talked earlier. What's your name, brother? If you want to pop up again, and you're welcome to pull up to the stage so you can tell him where you disagree. But it doesn't appear, according to this post, bro, that he's repented.
Well, he's repented for losing his temper.
Yeah,
but he didn't repent for saying he doesn't care about the word. He says it right there. At the end
Did
of
you
the
watch
day,
his video?
No. If you have a link, we can
Okay.
watch it if you want. But it says
You
Mario.
know, if you guys want, I'll drop it though, just in case.
Yeah. Well, just in case. Yeah, put it in the private chat. But if you but I don't know, give us the synopsis.
God is the great physician. God is the great physician. He said he doesn't care about the word. Doesn't care. It's a non-factor. He says he's worried about his temper. He doesn't care about the word.
He said post the whole thread. He's just going through it
I
right
just did.
No, that
Bro,
was
are you
before.
out
That
of your
was
mind?
before.
Yo, bro.
That was before. Let it
Oh,
come.
okay.
Sorry, my fault, bro. Apologize. He says he literally says it was a slur and is more
Yes,
upset
and he
that
doesn't care because it's not a sin.
All right.
Well,
The
why
sin
is
is
he
this.
calling it a slur if it's not inherently wrong? I mean, I don't get this. What are we doing right now? We're playing
Not
word
a sin.
games. Okay, so if it's not a sin, then why not say it all the time? Neil says words typically don't have their normal meaning in holy orthodoxy. I'm not being sarcastic. Okay, all right, Neil. That's what we call a shot
Shots
fired.
fired.
All right, brother.
No,
Did you drop
stupid.
that link in the chat?
Yeah, I had to do it in the regular chat because I have StreamYard on my phone. I think I might have to go outside of you know what? Let me try it.
I don't think it's gonna let you do that.
Oh wait, hold on. I think I'm in the midst of doing it right now.
All right, amen. Okay, so does this make sense? I mean, you guys just saw
Got it.
JP reviewing the. All right, yeah. Let me know.
I also have something else.
What you got?
Let's see what he says about Jay Dyer saying the N-word.
Okay.
Because he actually defended Jay Dyer saying the N-word.
Oh.
And I actually have that. So let me see if I could find it.
All right.
Does he say the hard R word also?
No. Jay Dyer's not that stupid.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Jay Dyer's not that stupid?
To say the hard ER? Nah.
Oh. You guys are the technicality here. You guys are now talking about the ER versus A. Okay, let me see.
All right, so check it out real quick.
You sure?
Yeah, I got it right here. So it wasn't Jay Dyer. He did defend Jay Dyer in a sense, but with something else. But let me show you the hypocrisy of this guy, real quick. All right, so real quick, my brother Jay Dyer finally used the word of the many ninja passes. Now you officially my top wigger. He's saying this about now. This guy's a cat. He doesn't want to. He doesn't join up if his life depended.
He's a feline, you said.
Yeah, he's a female. Ruslan doesn't have the balls to use the pass, as in saying the N-word. I said, here we have an ER celebrating that Jay Dyer said the N-word and Ruslan won't. This is the ortho bro cult that Jay Dyer has created. Hey, you dropped those pearls you were clutching? Does that look repentant?
I don't think so, bro.
He's condemning me for holding somebody accountable for them saying, hey, Jay Dyer said the N-word and Ruslan won't dare say it. And when I did that, look at what Nikolai said. Hey, you dropped those pearls you were clutching. Does that sound like somebody that's repentant, genius?
He didn't drop those shells he was shooting.
He definitely ain't dropped the N-words off of his vocabulary. But there we go. There we have it, right? Mr. Repentant. And then we have another case of hypocrisy. So that's two cases of hypocrisy to the EO clown that was in here saying all that nonsense. And I have to talk to him like that because I think he's an ortho bro. I respect Orthodox. I do not respect ortho bros. Okay. But here's another one where he shows his hypocrisy. Take a look at this. Comes at me and he goes, how dare you platform somebody like CK? And he shows me a bunch of stuff that CK has done. And I'll be honest, the CK, is CK on the line? He absolutely is. I'm sharing my screen, Moeller.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah. So he sends me a bunch of screenshots of what CK is doing. And he goes, I can't engage you because look at what CK does. the disrespect. This is blasphemous, he says on another post. But he said this is blasphemy. Then I go, are you prepared to condemn Jay Dyer? Because look at the nuns right there. Look at the Pope. Look at how Jay Dyer has the Pope looking like a zombie. Here we have a nun. And then look, the Pope again. So clearly Jay Dyer uses similar imagery. Okay? Now let's see if he's going to rebuke Jay Dyer, how he rebuked Christian King, or is this a Protestant double standard? You don't see the difference? You don't see the difference? No, I don't see the difference. The Pope and a Catholic nun, I don't know, man. Seems like a double. It represents historic Catholic saints who he covers in the video. Video and thumbnails are context dependent. So now this is all context dependent. So
real quick, let me break this down. Even with the double standard, this just in. Jay Dyer just messaged me, and so he says, "Calling Goober." So for those that are watching, Dyer, I'm not pulling up to your boomer speakerphone setup, bro. Okay, I told you this already. I messaged you. I added you before. You'll pull up here. You're gonna speak. Nobody's gonna mute you. It's not gonna be a panel. It'll be you and me. You can speak to your heart's delight. As long as we're engaging each other, we're talking. That's it. We're gonna answer each other's questions, and none of this going off unhinged, or the cuss words. It can get heated. It's gonna, of course, we probably know that. All you got to do is talk about where you're at. I want to know what you believe and why you believe it. It's pretty simple, bro. You already think that everybody's heretics, everybody's going to hell, right? So then, does it matter what anybody else believes? We want to know what you believe and why you believe it. That's been my question from the beginning. I think it's pretty fair to have that convo, to have it on your platform where you had to unblock me, by the way, in order for you to even send me the message you sent me before at me. You had me blocked, so you unblocked me. You blocked JP, and now I'm telling you just to pull up and let's have a conversation. Okay? And then we can either squash this or you can double down, go more gangster. I don't know what you want to do, bro. Okay? But the tactic of trying to call out how this is going to go and how it's going to work, that's not it, bro. So you're in my world now. One-on-one conversation. We don't need no moderators. We don't need no PDFs. We don't need any of that. Nothing blocking. Just let's have a convo. Is that fair enough for the EOs that are on the stage here?
Jay Dyer.
Yeah, man.
Jay Dyer.
One thing I really don't understand.
Hold on, Anthony. Let me go on the record because Jay Dyer apparently is listening somehow. A minion just told us that. Jay Dyer, you wanted to go on Sam Shamoon and William Albrecht's panel because you knew that you could chew them up and eat them alive. Rightfully so. If you feel that energy, and one of them buys subscribers and fake numbers, I'm not going to put anybody's business out there, but come up here, have a discussion, and let's and talk with Mueller. We're not going to gang up on you. We have two Orthodox here and another heretic over here, right? Layman, he's a free gracer. So we're not going to jump on you. I'm going to mute my mic and that's it. Keep the same energy you had for Sam Shamoon and you had for William Albrecht. As a matter of fact, use the same energy I used on you when I went on your platform and I spoke to your father and I spoke to you. So pull up. No reason to play these games. Oh, pull up on mine. I'm going to pull up on yours. No, pull up here, brother. Pull up here and you can use the footage for your channel. Mueller's not going to copyright strike you.
No way. And what are we going to discuss? It's already been laid out. You have an opinion. You think everybody doesn't believe in holy orthodoxy, right? Is essentially doomed, or if not doomed, near to being doomed. I don't know what the language is now, but I have questions, bro. Let's just get to the questions. Brother Anthony, you were going to say something.
Yeah, I don't understand. A lot of the rhetoric going back and forth, like JP said, the whole like people going back, like, oh no, hop on my stream, no on mine, like that all seems very middle school to me. But when you get into like, there was a lot of talk of like, hey, this is how debaters talk to each other. We're harsh with each other. Okay, whatever.
Yeah,
like I've said,
Hold
Yeah.
on, this man is freaking weird. Now he just unblocked me.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, just to mention me, to tell me to call in. Let me DM this clown and tell him we're not. Yeah, he just unblocked me to tell me call in. Let me send him a message.
Yeah, go ahead. So the back and forth.
And then he'll block you again after.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is childish, bro. Like, bro, this is so CK. He can do demonic nuns, but you can't.
That was my question. Though. I would have liked. I would like to ask Nikolai.
Nobody should.
I would like to ask Nikolai.
Yeah, I mean,
so he could portray nuns, Catholic nuns, as demonic. Dyer could do that, but I can't.
And I don't have an issue if he were to do a satanic Pentecostal pastor. That's not my problem. You know what I'm saying? It's not my problem.
He got every right to.
He has every right.
So I think now that they know something's going on, now it's becoming the sort of pulling up and trying to do the whole call in. No, this dude's been put on notice, bro. I've already told him. I messaged him back. He's emotional. He blocks people. Then he mutes people, silences them, and throws them off. And I don't do that, bro. So he's going to have to come here. You guys can whine and cry all you want. And mods, if they start acting out or cussing, then get them.
Yeah, I mean, this is supposed to be a tough man, and he ain't here. Respect to Bill, respect to Anthony. Never met me a day in his life, and he showed up to have a conversation. I'm gonna be cool with this brother. It's a cool dude. We follow each other on Twitter.
Yeah, these two guys, show more fruits of the Holy Spirit than the other Orthodox that we come across.
And this is why I can't. This is why I don't make blanket statements. Oh, Orthodox people are not saved. Catholics are not saved. I believe if you love Jesus, you're saved. Now, obviously, there's debates amongst people on that, but I cannot go on that. If you love Jesus, you love Jesus. All right. So Dyer, your minions are watching. I sent you the link via DM, and I sent you the link via your mentions. We're here. And as a matter of fact, you're live, so you can use your boomer speaker. Yes, Dyer is live, Snow Bunny or Snowman Burner. Sorry about that.
Doesn't matter if he's live. He can click on here whether he's live or not. He just made it more complicated.
No. He is alive, Mauler. He is live. He's on.
Yeah, but I'm saying that he's making it more complicated by saying that he's live. He has a boomer setup. He could just click the link and we can talk. Full mic. You have all the time in the world. I got several hours, so let's just talk.
Layman is blocked. I was gonna tell Layman to go on there.
Blocked.
Yeah, I was gonna tell Layman. Maybe somebody can join one of his Twitter spaces and tell him that we're here.
They already did, bro. They've already let him know over and over. Smokey, what's up, bro? Yeah, what's up?
I don't think he has me,
guys. How you doing?
Good, bro. What's
By the way, Smokey, want to go on the record? I gave CK a phone call. I'm cool with the CK headquarters. The CK headquarters, the top of the lines. I know the king, so I got the direct line to CK. I said, they're slandering my boy Smokey. Give him a pass. CK said he's gonna put it in writing. He made a decree. You're welcome back on the show, my brother.
Well, I appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Really. Thank you for the show of virtue. It's not something I find very often online, so thank you for that.
That's my brother CK. He don't listen to me all the time, but he listens sometimes.
Well,
right,
that's
CK?
good. You don't want him to be a yes man or a sycophant, so that's a good
CK,
thing.
if I ever debate you, CK, and I beat you, you know what I'm gonna tell you, CK? CK?
Yeah.
Tú estás
Yeah, can you hear me?
cocinado.
Cocinado, estás cocido.
Cocinado, my man. I'm not even gonna say it in English, brother. Tú estás cocinado, my man.
I think I don't know, on YouTube.
Twitter. He's on Twitter Spaces, my friend.
Yeah.
So what is the debate challenge? What is the topic of the challenge, or is it just kind of general?
It's a general
whatever he want to talk about.
Yeah, it's a general conversation. This is how this all started. We got derailed with our brothers pulled up here. I was trying to go through the whole history so that people like Smokey don't know. What happened was us starting to do EO streams. We started getting attention, especially with my interactions with the younger Orthodox. And then we just had a brother pull up here saying, yeah, bro, these guys literally need a blessing from their priest. What's the point? So those interactions got to them, and they started to do, chatter and videos. And then whatever happened, again, not timed, because Ruslan did his event, and apparently he had somebody up there that was Orthodox, but he was a catechumen with a blessing from his priest to talk about Orthodoxy. So Ruslan puts him up. Everybody's telling me that he did well. They, a couple things they critiqued, but they said, bro, overall, he repped positively. Then they went after him. They said, yeah, he's a catechumen. Why didn't you send Jay Dyer, somebody else, a better representative? And he's been feeling the heat. And at the same time, apparently they said, yeah, these guys, I think that they put together that we were conspiring. So, JP, let me ask you a question. Did we conspire, or did we talk, or did I? Okay, JP, you answered this straight up. Why this can't be the truth? Did we talk and say, hey, Ruslan, we're going to wait to see your video and coordinate this video, and we went on this mission, and that we had any chatter with Ruslan?
Brother, none of this has been coordinated, if not through the power of the Holy Spirit, because we haven't talked for 3 years before this shenanigan. Right. That's a fun fact. I haven't talked to Moeller since the Smokey Saint days. Yep. Smokey, am I lying?
No, you're not lying. I remember those days. Yeah, many years ago. Yeah.
Those days, Smokey, were the last days that I ever spoke to Moeller.
No, I remember Moeller went his separate way. He did the Truth Cartel. In fact, I remember he was even doing Roblox Church, which I won't lie, Moeller, I laughed at a little bit here and there. But
that was the witness thing. But yeah, people again, bro.
But yeah, no, I watched. I was back there around that time, and I remember.
Now that you could attest to that, brother.
Yeah.
Now you know. This is not something we sat down overnight and calculated, or none of that.
No,
this is simply a move of the Holy Spirit to call these frauds out.
No, I believe it. I believe this all just kind of came together. And Jay's reaction, I'll admit, is kind of cringe. I've been watching some of this on CK's channel and your channel, JP, last night. You were talking about, I caught little bits and pieces, and it's turned into, and even Ruslan came on and talked with you guys about it. And he just thinks it's a waste of time. And I agree with him, because he kind of sees through the tactics of it. This is just about the orthobro posturing and, boisterous claim of I can debate anyone and win, but it has to be on my terms because I'm so important. And it's just getting cringe. I don't know too many people that are objective thinkers that are really respecting these types of tactics. Honestly, I'm really kind of disappointed the way that Jay's handled this, if I can be honest with you.
Yeah, no, I'm saying is, I think so the basis of this conversation, but I was asking this too, JP, since Smokey does remember those days. Did we have a conversation with Ruslan? Did we coordinate with Ruslan? Tell them the truth. Be honest about the Ruslan.
No, we did not coordinate with Ruslan. Once I was live and Ruslan was watching the live stream, I figured it's a good idea for Ruslan to hop on, and it was an open panel, and Ruslan was in the middle of dinner giving his little baby a shower or a bath, I would say.
Right.
And he hopped on in the middle of dinner. I did not have a 3-hour conversation with Ruslan saying, hey, let's coordinate this and let's set this up so that we can ultimately deplatform Jay Dyer. Never happened. Ruslan was watching. Ruslan subscribed to my channel. It was an open dialogue. Everybody's welcome. He clicked the link. He was in the middle of dinner. He joined for 10 minutes. And nobody from the
give them the other background as to how this is not coordinated, because I heard this twice today. Like I said, via Discord, but tell them how it couldn't have been coordinated. Why is it that me and Ruslan couldn't have coordinated anything? Go ahead.
Because these guys were, well, I don't want to put nobody's, let me put it to you this way. These guys were not seeing eye to eye. There was a lot of tension, disagreement amongst the two. And these brothers would have never talked to each other if it was not for me being a mediator here, trying to make it happen. And it happened. But these brothers don't talk. It's not up until yesterday that these guys have actually had a friendly dialogue ever.
Yeah,
that's a fun fact.
So
I believe that. Yeah, I believe that.
If Ruslan is in the chat, I don't know if he is, if he has the time, he can just put facts. And he said it yesterday, and I appreciated that. I never hit that dude up to be on the show, never hit that dude up. And not because I'm prideful. He's doing his thing. I'm doing over here something totally different. I'm not, I'm not on the business enterprise tip, meaning trying to make this a business, which I respect, because doing YouTube as a business is crazy, meaning it's very, very difficult. So I'm just trying to say is for you guys that were thinking this was a coordination, because I'm hearing that how you guys got these clips and this footage, and that you guys thought that this was a coordination between me, JP, and Ruslan to blow this up and throw this, to the next level. That's not true. That's not true. I wasn't speaking to Ruslan. Ruslan could say it for at least, I don't know, whenever last time we talked was at least 2 years ago, probably more.
It's kind of ridiculous to even try to concoct such a conspiracy theory around this to try and, insinuate bad faith on the opposition. I don't even understand why not just have the interaction. I mean, we can even have it neutral here with a moderator. What is the problem? Just have a moderator. I mean, JP can moderate. It can be a moderated interaction.
I don't even have to moderate because these are grown men. I mean, Smokey. When I used to go on your channel, and your channel has calmed down a lot, but back then it was the wild, wild west. Did we have moderators? No, we didn't have moderators. We had open dialogue. So
my wife would say she's been a good influence, I guess you could say. So
there we go. Fair enough.
Amen. That's a good way to look at it, too, Neil.
I gotta go to the barbershop.
Yeah, some good came out of it too. So I'll say this is you guys are asking for something that's not going to happen. This man can pull up here. We'll have, I think, a good conversation. A lot of things that we agree on. There's a lot of things that we agree on. So much so that I don't even know.
Ruslan said, Moeller, remember, they're conspiracy theorists. Play that song.
Oh, okay. So that's a good angle. That's right. So this conspiracy was because I heard it yesterday or whenever it was. Yeah, yesterday or last night and into today. It all bleeds over now.
I wonder who made that alien song.
That's from X-Files. Yeah, that'd be a good question. Yeah, it is X-Files.
Wow. So that song is new.
Meaning
X-Files is not that old.
30 years old. Yeah,
X-Files is 90s.
Yeah, 35 years old. Maybe 30 years old. At least. No, it was mid.
Showing your age, JP. We were watching that when we were kids, man.
That's what I'm saying. It's not that old.
Yeah. So then facts. Then what Ruslan said is true. It is a conspiracy because I get it, but there's really no. What is the difference here? This all started with him wanting to debate or being on stage on Ruslan's event. And then, as I said, the computer say, I woke up going, why did I get shot? Like, what did I do? And I don't really care about it because now I have a person, an authority that I can talk to about, at least he claims to be, what he believes and why he believes it. And I want clarification on what he thinks is happening in the church. The different, I guess, factions now that we're talking. I want to know some answers. That's it. And he's aware. He added me. I added him earlier, and I told him, you guys saw the message. I posted it already for you guys. So this is not a disagreement on that we should talk. It's a disagreement on why this whole thing popped off and, and where. That's like, and he can answer the questions. And
let me show you what the computer said, Mo.
What the computer said.
Let me show you.
What is this?
All right. You got it?
Yeah. What are you
talking
about?
Check this out. Check this out. This is the DMs of JP on the Twitter world. See Redeem Zoomer there. We got Rids. Rids was supposed to join the panel. He never showed up. Just barks. There we have Idol Killer. Here we have How to Be Christian. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a couple other dudes. Just giving you guys an introduction to JP's world. You know what I'm saying? But let's go to J Dyer real quick. You gonna call in? We are here. Join up and chat with Moeller. Notice I didn't even say with us. I said with Moeller. Why you want to talk to Moeller? You talk to Moeller. Now let's go to the mentions.
Y'all talk to Moeller.
Let's go to the mentions. Go to the mentions. What the heck is going on here? Jay Dyer's a fraud. I bought 3 books from his website for $120.
Let's point out, this is your boy right here, Rich. He says, all right, thanks all, sir. Y'all hopped on the platform trend. I don't know if I believe there's a secret mafia y'all are in.
This is speaking about the Antichrist. Look at you here, Rich. The reason I said Antichrist is because everybody says speaking of the devil.
Yeah.
You know, now, Ritz, go ahead. Put Ritz there. Highlight Ritz real quick. He says, I told JP that I don't want to talk in front of an audience. Unfortunately.
Oh, no. Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. I was just posting.
Look, brother, look. Unfortunately, I asked the chief because he has the main Twitter. I said, look, no, relax, Ritz. You know how they say speaking of the devil? Well, I was just, speaking of the Antichrist. You get it? Because everybody's always saying speaking of the devil. It wasn't meant serious like that. But I see how it could be taken serious. But why do people take speaking of the devil not serious and then speaking of the Antichrist serious? I don't know. Double standard, but it's fine. Anyways, this man right here, Moeller, runs the hottest Discord. I told Moeller if I should go on Discord and have a discussion with you, he said that the better preference is to do it live. But if you feel led to have a conversation on Discord, you could talk to Moeller on Discord.
Yeah, I'd love to chat with you, bro. I mean,
I don't use Discord, my brother. I don't use it. So, but you can talk to Moeller on there.
This dude works like 100 hours a week. All right, we got somebody else in the background. Let's.
Yeah. Let me show you this real quick, brother. Let me show you this. This has nothing to do with it. This is just interesting. This is just. Oh no! I was sharing my screen, brother.
Wait, what the heck? Hold on a second. It's showing. Oh, okay, my fault. This is the setup here. Go ahead.
All right. So boom. I'll take that for things that never happened. That's hilarious. This is the guy responded to this guy. That's hilarious. You got to admit people on Twitter are funny. You got to, But
the internet.
Are you going to call in? They're asking me. They're asking. And I said, Dyer can call here and broadcast on the show. Then we have, you cut out 30 minutes of Joel treating me like garbage. Yeah, get over it, brother. All right, call in. They're alive now. There we go. So now here we have Kripston B. I think this is a brother from Moeller's side of things. He said call in live. Now, this guy just hit me up directly. JP Uncut, any Protestants want to call into a live and chat, you and Moeller, buddy, can both call in together. So this is a new one. I didn't see this one. So since I didn't see this one, hey, brother.
You called in already. What's the deal?
Hey, brother. Since I already called in and you called out Moeller, we are here. Why not join him and you can broadcast? This is all live, brothers, on your show.
Come off Olympus.
Yeah, look, boom. See, I'm very professional, fellas. I don't curse people out. And then we have another dude here. I think this is from Moeller's side. Hey, Jay, I can call in. Oh, no, this is some other dude. All right.
This guy said he's professional. All right. Yeah, we'll keep it real professional here. All right, so let's do this real quick. Christian Helly, yes. What's going on? What do you believe, brother? Come on, bro. All right.
What was that?
Very satanic.
I have no clue.
Yeah, the pentagram and stuff. I don't know what was going on there.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
It was like a pentagram or something. I don't know. Something weird.
I hope that's not EO's doing that crap.
I think he was trying to do like a demon voices. I missed it because you just told me the pentagram. I didn't even notice that. He says, okay, so remember when I told you earlier, Bill, where I figured all this came from? Okay. This is where it came from. This is it. This surmises the DMs that I've gotten on this same energy. Look, watch, JP. You guys have been going in on attacking the church, the members of the church, and don't expect the church to defend herself. So there you go. So remember I told you before is that you're playing with God when you do this. So in other words, you can't have any critique. Remember the critique started with a doctrine that JP had a conversation with. This all started with JP's conversation with Jay Dyer, where he was asking him for evidence that it was apostolic. Then I did a review on it, and then JP pulled up, and then we connected to continue the same path. His goal was to get an answer to the intercession question. My goal is to get an intercession, an answer to the status of the church.
Puerto Rican L, click the link real quick. I think you might be the rodent that's been running your mouth on Twitter, Puerto Rican L. So click the link. You used to be a Pentecostal and then you became Orthodox.
Oh
So
yeah, that'd be a good convo.
Puerto Rican L, click
the
Puerto
link.
Rican L, click the link, Mister. I left. He said that I was mad at him because he joined the Orthodox Church and he left the Pentecostal church, and so therefore I'm mad because I'm Pentecostal.
I don't know anybody who operates like that. If I would say this is that the EOs get mad when people leave and say, "Yeah, it's not for me," and we have people in the Discord pretty much over the years that have done that. So if anything, you see hostility on that side. Then they get rebuked and they get said, "Yeah, the church didn't want you anyways."
Yeah, Mueller, look at how detached these guys are. Go to Jimmy Crickets.
What?
He says you can't say the N-word, but you can call a man a rodent. Yeah, because a rodent and the hardy are equivalent to each other.
Yeah.
Oh man, why are they so desperate to have this?
I don't know, bro. This is what we do. The
By
same
the way,
question
Bill,
that Bill has, he's finally getting okay. I don't want to see you upset, Bill, but you're finally understanding what we've been dealing with. And bro, I'm just telling you guys, if you guys go after Bill, who's just being honest and has been straightforward, and me and him disagree, bro. We disagree. So if you guys go crazy after him, bro, you guys, this is your own church, bro. You're eating yourselves alive, bro. You don't need to do this.
Yeah, man, this is my baptismal candle and the hair with chrism still on it. So I don't want to hear "No, you're a fraud" type.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think they're gonna call you a fraud.
Bill,
what's up, brother?
So I want you to hold me accountable if I say that the Ortho Bros represent the Orthodox Church. If you hear me say that, you can hold me accountable. Okay, brother?
I'm gonna call you a dog.
Yeah,
there we go. But I hope you understand that this beef is with the Ortho Bros, not with the Orthodox grandma that goes to church.
I feel you, brother.
Okay, cool. That has not. And then likewise, if you ever attack Protestants, so and so forth, have at it, brother. You have a full license to attack Protestantism as you see fit. All right.
And real quick, Bill, please, and don't hold back for the sake of this conversation, because I don't want to belabor the point.
You're winning some EOs over. Let me share my screen. You're winning some EOs over.
Well, no, they're gonna say that that's fake, bro. So don't even post it. They're gonna do like Ruslan said. They're gonna say it's a conspiracy, bro.
All right, well, go ahead. Conspiracy or not, go ahead. Mueller has several EOs on his channel now, letting them speak. He'd be fair with you, I think. See, he added a little stipulation there. Feel me?
I think.
Okay.
Possibly.
Then we got Anthony saying he wants you to call in. So, we got a little bit of movement going on here. And then this is again JP saying Jay Dyer can come in. So Jay Dyer done seen the messages.
Yeah. No, he saw my message before, so it's not like we're messing around here. All right, let me bring up Adam. I don't know what Adam believes. And I want to make sure that we don't get to the full point. And then let's see if we can have. Oh, he just left. Yeah, what's up, bro? Look, I'm gonna pull people up and then they leave. All right.
You got nervous.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I get it, but there's no reason to be nervous, bro. I still think that.
Like, oh my gosh, it's more. It's more.
It's not even that. I think it's like, what point am I gonna get off? This is not a gotcha, bro.
Something probably like begs the question to be answered, and I don't know if this has been answered before, but there's all this talk about the catechumens and stuff needing permission from their overseer to debate and stuff. I mean, do people like Jay Dyer and Andrew Wilson even have that to be doing the things they're doing? Like, I mean, I know Andrew doesn't really defend the church or the doctrine. Maybe that's his loophole.
That's a good question.
But you know what I mean? Like, does Jay
Dyer have a blessing?
Yeah, does Jay Dyer have a blessing? I kind of wonder about that.
Yeah, I believe he does, and I think
sure he does. He goes on with this.
Yeah, from St. Tom Selleck.
Yo, this dude. No, what's his father's name? Yeah, chat. You guys. I mean, they're all over here now. This is pretty much orthohood now. What's the name of his priest? He's got a blessing, right? There you go.
Father Vladimir.
Father Deacon Ananias.
No, that's his friend.
Oh, that's his friend. Okay.
Who was the father I was talking to when I went on his platform? Because I was talking.
I think it's him, but I'm saying is he can't give him Eastern Orthodoxy. That's why I said I wanted to speak to you guys. I don't know what the whole system is. Can
That's
he
probably
can he give
Father
him?
Doc. What's up, brother?
That's his father. That Father Deacon Ananias can give him the blessing, right, to speak.
No. Only priests can do that. That's his friend, Father Dr. Deacon Ananias.
I don't know how this
his priest, Jay said his priest's name is Father Vladimir. That's all. That's all I know. That's all I know.
Was he part of the Russian church or that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're both Rokor.
Okay, I didn't know that. All right, fair enough. All right. Yeah. So I'm assuming he has. I have no reason to believe Jay Dyer doesn't have the blessing, and I don't know. Maybe he corrects him. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he tells him to go harder. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is.
I doubt it, because like you could get a degree from a college where they tell you like you have the right to teach, and you could say some wild, crazy stuff. So he could have got the blessing 5, 10, 20, 25 years ago, and then in the midst of having that blessing, said or done something he shouldn't have done.
Yeah, I got you. And then here they are already running their mouth again, calling us.
Oh,
yeah. There you go, bro. There you go. All the ortho bros. What? Your Pope Jay Dyer is scared to give it.
Yeah, let me go on the record. Let me go on the record and say something. People keep saying JP, Jay Dyer.
Wait, bro, hold on. Let me clear this up. Joe, just pull up, bro. Click the link. We'll move everybody out of the way. It'll be you and JP, bro. You guys can talk. You guys can hash this out, bro. What's the problem?
Puerto Rico, afraid to catch hell.
There goes my pastor. Wait, no, my Rabboni. Rabboni?
Rabboni. Yeah,
Rabboni. There goes Radar. My Rabboni.
Radar?
Yeah.
Radar in the house. I haven't seen Radar in a minute.
That's the church I go to, by the way, fellas. That's the church I go to. I go there now.
All right.
Yeah, I was at the Bible study today, and unfortunately, I'm gonna miss Friday because I have to go to Virginia to pick up Ruslan. I'm gonna hang out for a little bit, but
man, buddies.
Yeah, but somebody said, hasn't JP been attacking Intercept? I'm seeing a lot of Twitter. How many people you got watching altogether, Moeller? I don't know if it gives you a count for Twitter.
900, but I don't know if it includes a good chunk of it's for Twitter, but I don't know how to separate it because
YouTube says 97 watching.
Some of it's for Twitter.
It's like 100 from Twitter. It looks like about 100.
All right, cool. So we have
800 plus on Twitter for you.
Wait, what'd you say? What'd you say?
It's showing 800 plus.
Yeah, but that's the click count. That's not just the holding standing viewers. I think it's probably.
Well, you have 100 watching on YouTube, and then it should be more than that because I'm streaming this on my second channel. So let me see. My second channel, I have let's see here. Well, you have 105 people watching on your channel, and I have 11 people. So that's 116 people watching just on YouTube, and then maybe 100 on Twitter, right? Let's just put out of the 800, maybe 100 are watching. That's 200 people watching collectively. Let's just do some raw math. Now, fun fact. Did you know that I used to go on CK's channel when he used to get 2 concurrent viewers? Am I lying, CK?
Yeah, this is all X activity right here. Most of this numbers.
But check it out, Moeller, because this is very important. So, CK, do you remember when I used to go on your Twitter? I mean, on your YouTube, when you had 2 concurrent viewers? Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was for a long time.
For a long time, I invested my time on CK's channel. Smokey, do you remember when you were getting 5, 6, 7 concurrent viewers?
Yeah, and you were there. Yeah, I remember.
And I supported your platform.
You did.
And I had brought my audience to you. Now, why do I say that? Why do I say that? It's very important. I don't say that to brag because CK has a big platform now. I don't say that to brag.
Hey, it's Jim Bob.
But look, I say that to say because people are saying, JP, you have to call into Jay Dyer because he has a bigger platform. No, I don't have to do that. I go to smaller platforms all the time. So stop hitting me up saying
that's not the principle, guys. The principle here is that he said my name. I wasn't talking to him and Ruslan. We're talking to Eastern Orthodox to find out what they believe and why they believe it. That's the bottom line. That's what happened. People didn't like it. when I pull up and then somebody like Planks essentially says, you don't know what you're talking about, you have no authority, then it gets the temperature gets turned up. I got attention there, and then now what you had counterdocs, the same thing. Or it seems to be they're running the same script. So this guy Jimbo says, what's all this street fight? No, it's not a street fight. We're trying to have a conversation, and people have been called out all across the board. So I don't know if this is you guys thinking nobody can have a conversation about doctrine or about your guys' position in the church. That's not how it is. What is it? You have to experience what we believe and come see. Well, I mean, that would be good.
No, thank you.
But
that would be lit.
But that would be fine. But the conversations move past that, bro. So yeah,
Jim Bob, you should come up. I'm fanboying.
Oh,
Well,
no, he's a
you
fan.
know, another thing too, it doesn't make sense for him to say that, like, well, the channel's too small, I'm not going to these small channels or something. He's mentioning you on his live stream, talking about you. So clearly you are worth his time. So, I mean, otherwise he would just ignore you. So it's just a really vacuous, desperate, grab at an excuse as far as I can tell. That's really kind of weak. I mean, why bring you up then? If he's going to spend time bring you up on the show just to whine and complain and say, well, I'm not going to go to such a small platform, but I'm going to talk about him on my big show, about how I'm not going to go over there. It just seems weird. It just seems like a weak excuse.
Well, I mean, and Smokey, me and Smoke, tell the audience, Smokey, I know that your current state right now in terms of you're not in Christianity right now, but tell them, me and you have disagreed, right?
Oh yeah. Oh man, we had some brutal throwdowns back in the day, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So and I just say this respectfully. We probably still don't agree on stuff, but there's a lot of stuff we do agree on. And
that's fair.
Can we get after it? And then in the end go, yeah, bro, I just I don't agree with you. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
bro.
that's fine. Yeah.
Jake,
No, we haven't held grudges. I remember we had a big old, Koof debate way back in the day. That was brutal. I mean, that was hardcore and it went for hours, but we didn't hold grudges or keep it against each other. We just moved forward,
Yeah, and the fact is, right now, he's bringing me up. I'd like to know that if one of the important things outside of orthodoxy that I want to talk to him about why he believes it is why did they go over there? They must have told him something that happened in those lives, and I want to know if they got the proper, or if he just says, "No, I think you're a jerk or you're a goober or call me a weirdo." I don't know what the reason is.
Moeller, can you highlight Ignacio?
Yeah, Jay's giving you an opportunity to jump.
Brother, with all due respect, we don't give a damn about the larger platform.
Oh yeah. So real quick, Bill, you're here. Does it look like that? Do I care about clicks, bro, or views? Am I doing?
No, man, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't really care about that. This is why you're dealing with somebody that's different. I want to have a conversation, bro. I don't get paid. I don't. This is literally to keep going, keep the Discord going. JP knows that. That's really all this is, bro. So I don't care about the clicks. I don't care about exposure. The Lord is bringing exposure the way he wants.
Now, what is this guy smoking, bro? I want JP and Moeller at the same time, bro. What are you doing? Click the link, brother.
He just said he wanted JP only and no Mauler. Now he's going.
Brother, look, I'm gonna go take a 5 minute. I gotta make a phone call and I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. When I come back in 5 minutes, you better be here. All right?
Yeah,
I'll be back in 5 minutes.
or you could just pull up, bro. You guys will have a good combo, and then you can tell us why you took off, or what it is that you think that he's mad at. But I'll just tell you, it's not really a thing. People are
real quick. Let me address this guy, Scotty. Scotty says they don't care about views, just a small echo chamber. First and foremost, I've had people on this platform. Well, I say this platform, Mauler and I, we're pretty much running YouTube together. So when I say I'll say our platform at this point, we've had people that have twice the size of viewership than Jay Dyer. Come on. Mauler and I have talked to God Logic. God Logic gets millions of views, and God Logic has graced us on our platform multiple times, all the time. At least over 40 times, Logic has gone on my platform. All right? Sam Shamoon, hate him or love him, he's going on my platform. Heck, Sam Shamoon has even gone on Smokey's platform, and Smokey was getting 20 concurrent viewers at the time. Fun fact.
So, he said he's just trolling, learn to have fun. All right.
Well, no, I'm not talking to this guy anyways.
No, I'm just saying is he's joking around. But we want you guys to have the conversation though, Al. Like seriously, you and JP talk, you guys got a lot in common.
Bro, this guy always
New York
tells me.
Is
Maybe
he
he's
from
a Puerto Rican Hebrew Israelite because he got the L thing at the end.
No. He's not a Hebrew Israelite. He's a former Pentecostal. He's a former Pentecostal, and he became a Eastern Orthodox.
Yeah.
Bro, you know what's the most disrespectful thing this dude did, bro? He's going back and forth with randoms, and this dude kept tagging me. That got like 50 mentions of this dude arguing with random people, and the conversation had nothing to do with me. All he had to do was click the little button and remove me from the conversation.
No. You don't understand. We go live all the time. So then you can pull up and refute us all the time if you think it's an echo chamber. But if you don't care, nobody wants the clicks is the point, bro. Like right now, Scotty, you could click here and you could tell me why you think what you believe is correct.
All right, breaking news. Jay Dyer does not want to be fair. I'm sharing my screen.
What do you mean he doesn't want to be fair?
I'm sharing my screen. Oh. We are here. Join up and chat with Mueller.
All right.
Oh.
Do the sad horn.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give him the
Hey, I can go pull up on his stream if y'all want to see something. You know, I don't know what's going to happen. I'll probably get cooked, but like I say, it improves.
No. Go up there and tell him to come talk to us, bro.
I'm blocked. He got to unblock.
Yeah, he's not gonna be able to do that. But you're gonna go up there for what? Get cooked. Getting cooked is not talking over somebody, then muting them, throwing them off. Getting cooked is actually talking about what you believe.
Yeah.
I mean, he did block me years ago, but he might have unblocked me, and that was a long time ago. I mean, I could try.
I think that you could reason. I think that you could reason with him. Honestly,
I mean, I could try.
I mean, you could try. I don't know if he's gonna act a certain way, but just reason with him to say, bro, click, and he can still do it on that side. They'll catch audio. Like I said, he's got a boomer set up, so I don't know what he's doing.
I know he could do it. I mean, he certainly could do it. He's just being intentionally obstinate, and I just don't know exactly why.
Yeah, I mean, I hope you EO people see how scared of a coward this guy is for not showing up. He's a coward.
You guys think that this is gonna move me, bro? You have an opportunity in front of you to speak to your truth to a lot of people. Yeah, I'm a Christian, bro. So I'm a Christian. That's my truth. The question is, what does he believe? What does Eastern Orthodoxy believe? Right? That's what's in question here. Hold up. See who this is. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, the real question is, why does he not want to leave his safe space?
Remember, we were called the echo chamber, but he's not called an echo chamber.
Yeah, they could keep crying, bro. All they want. It's not gonna, bro. Okay, so who here can you guys just come to my aid, my help here? I have this on. This has been here for years now.
You talk to Mauler. Why you want me to talk to Mauler? You talk to Mauler.
You guys know that Christians don't want to speak to me, even from the Protestant camps. They don't want to talk to me. So I'm saying is, and I'm not trying to show off. I'm simply saying is the MO is that I pull up and guess what happens? I get muted and thrown off from Protestants in less than 10 minutes. This is not a point of me not wanting to talk. This is a point of what we're going to discuss, where we're going to do it at this point. And right now, the reason my name came up in his world is because they lumped us into this Ruslan thing. And JP's already told you, me and Ruslan weren't even talking up till yesterday. And it's not like I was hating him and he was mad at me. We don't talk. We didn't talk. Right? It was, hey, we had our positions and we had talked about it, and that was it. That was 2 years ago plus. So how this all came to be and how I got lumped in, he brought my name up. If he wants to have a chat, I want to know what he believes. I want to ask the question, the EOs that are watching now. We have EOs that told us consistently for days, which, by the way, I don't see them here. This is kind of odd that I don't see these same EOs here. This is what we were told. So now that we got the EO's attention, here's what I'm going to tell you we heard. And Bill was here. Okay, Bill's an EO. He can attest I'm not lying. Okay, JP, were we not told two different things? We were told that intercession of the saints was not required to be practiced. In other words, you don't have to do it in order to be Eastern Orthodox. Did we not hear that?
Yes.
And did we also not hear at the same time that's hogwash? You need to practice intercession of the saints. It's part of your belief and your practice. Did we not hear that too?
Yes, sir.
So we heard two different things just on this topic. That's the topic that JP's interested in, like more than anything, because he thinks that there's a real gap here as to what's happening. That's just one of the questions, let alone the current status. I would want to dive into this whole idea of the ecumenist movement and the exclusivist movement. You guys can school me on all the language all you want, bro. Okay, please, by all means, tell me what verbiage you want me to use. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with your church.
Let me reason with Jay Dyer. I'm a reasonable man. I'm gonna tell him if we mute you once, then we'll drop and go to your platform. That's fair, right?
Yeah.
If we mute you once,
I don't see why I would have to mute him. He can.
Correct. We don't mute, but if we do, then we'll drop and go to his.
Yeah, but what's going to happen over there is going to be pretty much the same.
Nothing's going to happen because Nothing's going to happen because he's not going to get muted.
Yeah, exactly.
So let me read.
But here I'm asking questions so if there's any EOs, okay, that are still here or that are watching and listening to this, those are the questions that I have. And then if you want to ask me questions and get at me and tell me that I'm going to hell, I don't have the spirit or whatever it is, right? Go ahead. Not a problem. But come have the conversation, bro. Remember, I didn't say I wasn't worried about Jay Dyer. This goes back to the movement. There's people being told certain things about Eastern Orthodoxy, and now I'm being told that's not the thing. Then I have another person tell me something different. And this has started a year plus ago when people told me, what do you think about Eastern Orthodoxy? And I literally told them, EO's in my server. I said, I haven't looked into it enough to know. Then I looked into it and I had questions. And guess what? It was a revolt. It was, oh, you're crazy. And then they leave the server. Why? Because I had questions. Eventually, it got to the point where those questions boiled over to people being, no longer being cool with me, having a bad attitude. Why? Because before I was a person, I was like, yeah, I don't really know about Eastern Orthodoxy. I don't really care. Meaning I got brothers here in the server. Why do I care? Then when I got pressed to say, well, what do you think about it, about the doctrines? I looked into it. Boom. I got all of this. That was last year, starting in October, finishing in October. Here we are coming up and we're in April and me and JP start on this. This is how we got here. That's it. So it's not complicated. What would you say? Maybe come to what liturgy? Brother, I've been to a Greek church. I've been to the liturgy. Yeah, exactly. Jimbo, bro, you seem you're reasonable. I agree. Online is not orthodoxy. I agree. But you got to realize, bro, that we're not coming at this like blindside. Like, I get it. We got a bunch of dorks, nerds, tards from every camp, bro. Protestants, I get at them more than anybody. I got Catholics brothers in this chat right now that will tell you, Mahler will be honest with you and tell you what he thinks. And things that he doesn't know, he'll say, I don't know. Straight up. And then I'll still agree to disagree. Then we'll agree on certain things. And I agree on certain things. Let me tell you one shining light. Soteriology. We agree. I think from the beginning of the church until now, it has been that God does not determine who is going to be saved. That's just my view. And I think that that's been the view. I grew up in an evangelical, quote unquote, church, Assemblies of God. You can lose your salvation, bro. So Calvinism is not true to me. I get at them just as much or more than you. In fact, I'm going to do a JP. I'll put me on the record that there's nobody you have in your camp. Oh, you know what? Bill's here. Bill, you guys have been chomping at the bit to get at needgod.net. Do you know anybody, Bill, in the camp, in the EO camp, that could literally take apart his doctrine better than me, bro? In your camp, on the doctrine of salvation.
Honestly, and I'm not saying this to make your head blow up. I swear, I think you'd be the best at it.
That's it. Do you see that? I got a common dude on my side that I clown on him because he doesn't have He doesn't know how to read his Bible. And you and I disagree. I mean, agree, Jim, on that. So we can agree. So this is not a knock on the church, bro. This is what's been happening. What's this temperature in this quote unquote YouTube sphere, as you call it, the internet, right? And it says what? And we don't dogmatize things that cannot be found in Scripture, but the Eastern Orthodox do. Okay, so you guys are already having debates here. All right.
He said dogmatized. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. Oh, more for that one. What? What do you mean? For what? Oh, yeah. No. Come on, bro. You're a bro. We got Calvinist brothers here. It's already well known. And really, what I focus on is the once saved, always saved. So let me give you guys my logic behind this. These guys all know this. That the most dangerous doctrine, even Layman when he was up here, he's a free gracer. I tell him to repent every single day. Okay, I'm consistent. Okay, the most dangerous doctrines are the ones that run through your practical application of you living as a Christian. And if you're preaching free grace, or you're preaching certain context of it, which is once saved, always saved, or for you, I think Twitchy, you're Calvinist, right? So Calvinist, you're going to hold to eternal security. You're going to hold to the aspect of it. I get it. It's different. It's tied to predestination and election. Okay. And your lordship. Okay. So the beef wouldn't be with you. The beef would be with people that I have to deal with. These are the young men that we deal with. The average age in the server is 18, 19 to 28. These are all dudes who are trying to get their first job, getting out of college, start their families. In fact, today we celebrated a brother who I met 2-3 years ago when I dunked on this dude Gideon and his teacher, brother Josh. Okay, that's where this clip came from.
You talk to Mauler. Why you want me to talk to Mauler? You talk to Mauler.
And we celebrated today. That young man has gotten married and just bought a house. And to watch it is just a beautiful thing. A part of it. Counseled them. And I met that young man yelling. We were fighting the first time we talked online. We were fighting a Gideon server. This one Gideon threw me out the next day. And we were fighting. And now here he is a couple years later. And that's the sort of story that I'm involved in. That's why I don't care about the clicks, man. But I say this to say for the Calvinists, I don't get up and think about Calvinism every day, because if your lordship, my beef is not with you. But these young men were being told openly that they could do whatever they want and that they would still enter the kingdom of heaven. Even if they
Smokey got in. Share your screen and see what Smokey is saying.
Where he's on
Twitter?
Yeah,
I'm trying. For some reason, this isn't working too well on this side. Like, I can't hear him on the Twitter side, and you have to like enter in through X. And I don't know why. I can hear him on YouTube, but not on Twitter. I'm trying to figure this out. Just give me a minute. I'll let you guys know if I get in.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. What are you saying? Jay Dyer does not fear the Lord. Well, I mean, he has to take that up with him and the Lord, but yeah, apparently he has a priest. So I don't know. Maybe he talks to his priest about it. Bro, I can't talk about that. I can't talk about that. So Twitchy, am I correct? Your lordship, right? So the non-lordship, just so you guys understand, this is not it. I was dealing with free grace at the height where young Don was on his free grace. That's even that, bro. Keep it a bean, JP. You connected with God Logic because God Logic wanted to talk to young Don. Mm-hmm. That's how JP connected with God Logic. And I was taught at that time, young Don was literally, I was going to his server and we were debating. He was in my server. So he wants to talk to him. He gets connected. Everything's all.
And young Don has a lot more supporters than Jay Dyer does. Believe that.
So this is my background. So do you guys think that I want the clicks? Like, is this a thing anymore? No. It's about a conversation, bro. So here's what I'm going to tell you honestly. Bill knows this. I think that there's people presenting Eastern Orthodoxy in a bad light. And those people that are doing that are honestly confusing as to what their doctrine is. They've confused me, and I've been trying to get clarification. We've been doing those streams, and we've got at it with a few people who basically say, "Oh, you're stupid. Oh, you're an idiot." Okay. Well, if that's the case, then tell me why. Tell me why you believe what you believe, and let's compare notes. Right? And then we ended up here.
If Jay Dyer is doing call-ins, people are telling us, "Oh, Jay Dyer is doing call-ins. Very beautiful." So call in and tell him to call in here. right?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Call
pretty.
in and tell him to call in
And
here.
look what it's gonna look like. It's just gonna look like this, so that you guys know. Look, just gonna be me, Jay Dyer be right here, just us two. That's it. No moderator, no PDFs, no nothing. That's
Just
it.
the two of us.
Yeah. Hey, yo. But yeah, that's it. Changing doctrine all the time in 3 years. Who's that? You talking about Jay Dyer? Oh,
Okay, it looks like I did get it working on Twitter, so we'll see if I can get in. I'll sound off and let you guys know if I do.
JP, and then we'll share your screen when you're ready.
Yeah, I can share my screen. Hold on.
I've been more frustrated with X since I got back on.
Well,
I don't understand. If you're ragging on somebody for changing doctrine, if you're discovering the truth, you're trying to figure out how to be the most faithful to Christ, and you change and you change and you change. All right, man. I don't know what to tell you. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that there's necessarily a problem with that, but I don't know who that person's talking about. I'll just keep it a bean. You are? Yeah, but is Smokey? Can you unmute? Are you on already?
No, not yet. No, I don't know what happened there. All of a sudden, it bounced me out. Hold on, I'm going to try to reconnect to this.
Can you just say,
know
"Hey"?
why that's happening?
If you're on are you on the phone right now talking to us, Smokey?
Yeah, no, I'm on the phone. I'm on my phone with you guys, but I'm on my computer with him on X. But for some reason, it's acting buggy. I may have to do it from my phone. Let me see if I can figure this out, and if not, I'll have to leave and try to do it
Then
from my
leave and
phone.
come on your computer and join through your phone.
Yeah, that might be the way to do it, actually.
Yeah, because it's optimized for cell phones.
That makes sense. Yeah, it's really buggy here on the PC. So yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that. So let me switch around.
He said that he's having issues with the audio, so maybe just Jay's side.
Oh, maybe it's on Jay's side. Okay.
Reform said he said I was on a space earlier and the audio was all doubled up. So maybe it's maybe.
Well,
meaning
try flipping it up, Smokey. Maybe it'll.
Here, I'm going to leave and then try to join again. Maybe that'll help. Okay, yeah, it's back now. Okay.
All right. Well,
Yeah, he's just kind of monologuing right now for his opening, I guess, telling us all how trash Protestantism is and stuff.
Yeah. Smokes.
Yeah, but
I don't know if you're gonna jump into a debate. Not necessary, really, but see if you can get him to.
I mean, I'm going to focus on the challenge to get him over here. I don't think he'll talk to me after that. But, you know, I mean, if he does, I will. I mean, I'll have a little epistemic debate with him. That's fine.
Cool. In the meantime, let me take a quick phone call. I'll be right back.
All right, Bill. So you've been kind of quieter, CK. What are your thoughts?
What am I? Hey, I hope it's going in a good direction, man. I'll be honest. I want to be completely wrong. I think what Jay's gonna do, is he's gonna call somebody a name, call him stupid, block somebody, and he's not gonna come on. And he's gonna say, "You can come up on here. It's not hard." And then you're gonna say, "Why don't you come on here? It's not hard," and nothing's gonna happen. I hate to be negative.
I think that's exactly what's going to happen too.
All right. Well, that's predictions.
Bill, you're an EO, right?
Yeah, man.
Okay, they're talking trash about you on Twitter a little bit there, just FYI. Yeah, you're a fake EO. You're a fake EO over here with the Protestants, calling them brothers and being all buddy with them. You're some horrific heretic or something. I don't know.
All right, bro.
The heat's been turned up, huh? That's crazy. Is this the brother from yesterday? He was cool. This is Arrow, right? He was chill, wasn't he? Well, he was talking to JP on JP's live. What's up? What's up, Arrow? How you doing, bro?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Going good, brother. What's going on with you?
I was a little angry yesterday. Sorry about that. I just didn't like the conversation, so I had to leave. But I
remember, bro. We're not getting into that today.
Yeah.
I get it. You guys they took their shots. You found it disrespectful, but I get you. But go ahead, bro. What do you want to say?
Yeah. Only thing I wanted to say is like JP, I seen the tweet that you put up about Jay Dyer, and I was just going to say, when you had the conversation with him the first time, like, I thought you guys had a good civil back and forth. Like, there's no disrespect. Nobody was yelling at each other. Nobody cussed each other out.
Yep.
So I would just call in to wonder, like why you wouldn't call in now. Like, I don't know what's different, because you called in the first time. You guys actually had a good conversation.
I think JP pulled away, but if I'm speaking for me, okay, so let's just tell you in the debate area, JP is already gone over there, so it's easy for him to pull up here. In terms of me, I didn't say this guy's name. He said my name. And he said, hey, what did he say? Hey, weirdo, you want to debate? This dude don't know me from Adam, bro. But he wants to talk that way. Secondly is he blocked me. So he had to unblock me, find me to then tell me that. When he could just click a link and pull up and do what he wants to do, right? That's very simple. Plus, I didn't block him. I don't mute people. Even if we get at it, bro. In fact, you're probably going to get annoyed with my voice and drop off before I would ever, get rid of it. And if we're having a conversation where you're not cussing my mother out and all that, I mean, we could only go so far with that. So if it's a real combo, even if it's heated, you're not going to get muted, bro. I want to hear what you have to say. So,
well, I don't think the issue is about getting muted. There's 4 people on the panel, and if I'm coming up to talk to you, like I seen the video with Counterdocs. If I'm coming up to talk to you, not you, but he was coming up to talk to JP. If there's 4 or 5 people, like how do I have a conversation with you? Is there 5 people that's on your side that's waiting to jump in when I have a response? Like, I don't know why he would do that.
So Arrow, so obviously you didn't watch the video. Okay? You didn't watch the live. There was 3 people. It was Counterdocs telling us his testimony, which I found to be that's literally why I was asking him testimony questions, right? But we didn't have no issue. Right? And then it goes left. Then he made the same complaint as you. JP's there. So I said, JP, get off. Okay. Nobody was jumping him. Same thing with Planks. Planks, everybody got off. It was me and Planks. Remember where this is at, Arrow. How long you been in EO, bro?
Same thing when Counterdocs came on mine. He was like, "Oh, I want a 1v1." I was like, "Okay, let me mute everybody up."
Right. Well, I mean, if that's what he wants, I don't know what I didn't watch it, so I don't know. I'm saying is over here, you're not gonna get that, bro. It's not gonna be a jump. But I'm asking you, Arrow. So are you concerned about anything that's happening around the ortho bro sphere here that we're talking about? Because you seem like you're a straight shooter, bro. Is there any concerns with how the rhetoric has turned up?
Well, everybody's grown men, so I'm not the police, right? So I'm not gonna. People have made their mistakes. And that's another thing I wanted to address about the other guy. I'm not going to say his name, but JP had put him up. He repented of that video. That was a year ago. He repented of it. And I was on the live when he was talking about him repenting of it as well. So I didn't appreciate you putting that up, and he repented of it. So it's just like, it looks like we're trying to slander the others, not slander, but tear down the other side instead of like
Arrow, am I confused there though? Because it sounded like he was on his feed or whatever on Twitter. He was saying that no, he needed his spiritual helpers to reach out to them, and that he had repented. He posted again, he repented, but I didn't see that he said I repented already from this a year ago. So I may have missed it. But
the video. So this happened 9 months ago. When it happened, he made a video because he had to confess to his spiritual father. He made a video talking about that he repented, that he had to confess to his spiritual father about the sin that he committed. A month ago, I was on the live stream of him talking about it when we were debating Latinizers. I was on his live stream when he was talking about it happening 9 months ago. That's why I tweeted and I said, hey, you got to take this down. He repented of it. Like, why are we throwing something up if somebody, like, if we're bashing somebody for repenting, like, that's crazy. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know what JP's doing. I wish he was here because he was the one that's going at him back and forth. So maybe when he pulls up, he can talk to you as to what happened. But let's see. Wait a minute. I'm seeing. Oh, Smokey's back. What happened, Smokey? Oh, you're on with him? Okay. So
no, I'm in the back. He's still monologuing. He's going on about, I don't know, Protestantism in general. He's talking some trash at Ruslan right now. He hasn't invited anyone up yet, but I'll let you guys know.
Okay.
Did you say I got mentioned?
On Twitter, some of the responses under JP's thing were at you. Yeah. So yeah, you got some attention tonight. That helps you. So
All right. So you want to just hang out here, Smokey, when you're ready, or you want me to put you in the back, or what do you think? You want to hang out here? Or?
It doesn't matter because I'll just mute here. So
Okay.
whatever,
Right.
you know.
Yeah. That's fair enough. Not so. All right. So Arrow, JP, are you there, bro? Is this dude blowing up the bathroom, bro? What the heck?
I think Mod said I was lying. If you want, you could pull him up. I think your Mod
that's
in
what
the
I
chat.
want, bro. Arrow, I want to figure this out because I was saying, did I not start Bill? And then JP came in. Did I not start the stream, Bill? You were here, and I said, hey, I'm glad that Nikolai is repenting and he's trying to. Hey, I got mad. That's what I was doing. I don't know if you saw it or you probably didn't, but I opened up the stream by giving him credit for doing that, and I said, glory to God, because we have the very same situations in Discord. In Discord, where these young men, they pull up, bro, and they're fired up, and they just start to cuss people out and go off. I'm not saying all EOs, just saying in general. Meaning like I'm saying in general on Discord. Generally speaking, that's what.
What's the problem, JP?
All right, Arrow wants to talk to you about because you were interacting with them.
So I'm not going to say his name. I'm not going to say his name, but and also the mods are in the chat. They can come up because I can show the video. So I was on the live stream a month ago when he talked about it. So
who talked about what?
So the tweet you made earlier, I'm not going to say his name, but about the guy that you posted, and I said take it down because he repented of it, and this happened a year ago. This wasn't recent.
Talk about Nikolai, bro.
Okay, yes, okay. What about him?
And I said it wasn't cool that you posted it if he already repented of it a year ago.
Yeah, so
I'm
it's very cool. No, I disagree. It's very cool that I posted it.
Because if he repented, then no, it's not cool.
No. It's very cool. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Because if he truly repented, he wouldn't be throwing rocks in glass houses. You can't come at my character while you're dropping M-bombs in the past. And you can't call out my hypocrisy when you're a hypocrite. So it's very beautiful.
Well, you did say you burned icons, and I had the conversation with you.
I didn't say I burn icons.
No, he didn't.
I said I'm not a killer, but don't push me. CK said he'll burn the icon.
Yes,
So when
if
you
it's on
say
my property,
you're not a
I'll
killer,
burn it all day, every day.
But when you say you're not a killer, don't push me. That means what? If you push,
that means that if my life depended on it, I would burn an icon.
Come on, man. So now it's about gun.
Let me finish. You asked me a question.
You're right.
It means that if my life depended on it.
No, hold on, man. Let's not do this, bro. You had a good point why you came up here, Arrow. Let's stick to the point, bro. You're saying that he repented. JP, get to it. Forget this.
I already responded.
Okay, so then what's the response? Then did he repent or not?
I would say his fruits show he did not. Because if he did, he wouldn't be throwing rocks from glass houses.
But why didn't I read in the post that he was saying that he repented again?
No, he said he repented from being angry. He said that the NIGDR is just
no. He confessed to his spiritual father
he
9
didn't
months
confess
ago
on Twitter today. Today he didn't confess. Today,
no, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when he did it 9 months ago.
Okay, well,
he went to his
today,
spiritual father.
Today,
I wonder if he confessed to God.
Hold on, CK. Today, 2026.
Hey, yo.
That's really gay. But today, 2026, he said the N-word is just a word. That's it.
All right, let's get into this, Arrow, because you you seem like you're. Go ahead, CK. Go ahead.
What would you guys think? No, I don't know what you guys thought I said. I said I wonder if Nikolai confessed to God.
Oh, well, I mean, however that works. CK is taking a doctorate shot right here. Yeah, this guy's always
Shots
on.
fired.
All right, so real quick, Arrow, because you seem like you're level-headed, bro. Okay, and all right, so tell me, JP did show me the language that he doesn't think that. So what happened was he got angry. But do you agree that the language is tied to that anger, or do you think that somebody like Nikolai could just be using that word and the F word whenever he wants?
Well, I don't know. Like I said, he's a grown man. So the reason why I talked about it is because he repented. So I'm thinking if anybody repents of anything, that's between them and God, right?
Yeah, but
that's not for you to bring their
well,
sin
then
back
don't
up.
be a hypocrite. You feel me?
How
You
would
ha-
he,
you have to
wait? How
tread
would he be a
lightly.
hypocrite if he repented?
Because
so
he's
what's the point of
doing
repentance?
he's doing what he did in the past what he claimed I'm doing when I've never done anything remotely as this.
Breaking news! Breaking news from Jay Dyer. Breaking news from Jay Dyer. You are all too irrelevant, too small of a channel, 100 some viewers or so for him to waste his time.
All right.
Coming over here, you're a bunch of, and I quote, gay orbiters of Ruslan.
The excuses, man. If that,
all right.
if that excuse
Now I'm
doesn't
still
say
waiting to get
everything-
in where I'm going to try and press him on it, but that is his current.
Do you see?
state of
Do you
affairs,
see when
what
I
he
started the stream? When I started the stream, I told you exactly how this all played out. Now I will never, not even to JP, in a million years, tell you how I knew that. I'm not even going to tell JP how I knew that. But JP's been saying lately, or I think he knows now. He says I don't miss, and I don't miss, bro, because I don't open my mouth until I know something. Okay, and I know how he got that information.
Hold on. Yeah, let me type. Hold on. Yeah, didn't he just say, because I was just watching, Jay Dyer literally just said he doesn't mind talking to smaller platforms. Now he does?
Yeah.
Bro, JP, I was about to clip that video and upload it, on my channel about where he's literally saying he's criticizing Ruslan. Hey,
do it.
CK,
do it, and I'm gonna download that video and upload it on Twitter.
Yo, can I be
the
selfish here?
hypocrisy, man.
Why not just
Somebody-
call in?
Hold on, Arrow, because I want to get back to that conversation because I really want to.
Yo, look, apparently Dyer doesn't want to talk about intercession of the saints again.
What do you mean? He said he didn't want. Why doesn't he want to talk about intercession?
Guy's such a coward, bro.
That's really the whole basis, bro. The intercession turns into Nicaea too. That's a whole controversy. Then it holds a lot of weight.
Yo, real quick, guys. So somebody in the comments said they have me clipped saying Mahler is the best. The reason why I think Mahler would do fantastic, if not the best, in a discussion specifically with NeedGod.net is because they are both, call it what you will, Protestants. And so there's not going to be an appeal to your church teaches. Mahler's going to say, hold on, bro. Let's go to the scripture. And he's going to hold the Bible to him, which is NeedGod.net's weakness. So he's not going to be able to say, you have traditions of men. He's not going to be able to say, your priest said, your church father said. He's going to go, no, bro. I went to Walmart and I got a Bible. Check it out. And he's not going to be able to run.
And
that's why I think he would do the best.
That's why Bill even knows this if he had watched before. That's why his wife is the one that didn't want me talking to him. That's literally what she was lying to me in the background, bro. So there's a lot of common things we have. I get it, the whole church thing. They're never going to agree. I understand that. I see that, but let's just be honest. So here is.
Aren't you guys both Protestants?
Yeah, we're both evangelicals. Yep.
So how's that one faith, one body, one baptism? I don't understand.
What do you mean? Does Arrow, you want to have this conversation? We can do it if you want.
Yeah, we can have a conversation. I don't mind.
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, might as well. Bill, like I said, me and Bill are on. Yeah, Bill's already heard my spiel. I've heard his, so that's kind of why it's boring. But Sanctus Night, real quick, you pulled up, bro. I'd seen you in the chats before. Just you have anything to say on this, or are you EO, or what's going on?
Yeah, for the third time, I'm Roman Catholic.
Oh, this is yeah. So
wait, why is he manifesting? Why are you manifesting? Who is that laughing?
Yeah,
because you said for the third time, I thought that was funny.
Yeah, because I forgot who you are, bro. All right.
Okay, no worries.
So then you're dogging this fight with the Jay Dyer thing is what exactly? So
My
you're
dog? What is that?
Yeah. Right, bro. If you can't have a real convo, just
I'm trying to, homie. You know
all
what I
right
mean?
then. Okay. If you're really trying, bro, then
he says that you guys just want stuff for a clip farm.
Like my take? Are you seeing what my take is?
Wait. Hold on.
Which,
Wow,
which I find.
Yeah,
I find it perplexing that Jay would say you guys just want clips for like a clip farm. He literally encourages clip farm channels constantly. Like he encourages people to create channels to do clip farming of all of his stuff. This is the thing that I don't understand, and this is
He
what I'm gonna
talks
need to
more
challenge him
about
on.
other stuff than just debating, though. That's what you're missing. He does geopolitics and other things other than just debating.
That's fine. That's fine. But there's attention on this situation, and it doesn't make sense for his objection, because not only could he come over here and still stream to his full audience, but also have the whole extra audience here where he could supposedly come over here and wreck you guys. So there's really no reason.
But why would he
to
do
not
that if
do
there's
this.
4 people on the panel? Why would he do
What are you
that?
talking about?
What are you
We'll
talking
leave.
about? Yo, Arrow.
We'll leave, man. We're all gonna leave
Hold
and
on
give
a
it to
second,
Mahler.
bro.
This
Hold on a
is the
second, bro.
proposition.
Yo, Arrow, why do you keep doing this, bro? Can I just tell you, you're looking weak right now.
You're white knighting
Why are
pretty
you?
hard.
Yeah,
for
what are
this,
you doing, bro? That's not you. I don't get that from you. I don't get that vibe.
I'm white knighting. Okay. So how am I wrong? Okay, so you said you would leave. Okay, if you guys would leave and you would do a 1-on-1, okay, then I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's it. No, I'm saying is you did this before. You said people were trying to jump somebody else. Nobody's doing that. It's just me and him, bro. Like, don't
Yeah,
do
bro,
it.
this is all excuses. At first, it's oh no, you know they're too small of a channel.
How about this?
Oh no, clip
how
farm.
about this?
I honestly, I don't want to hear the how about this. He's got the link. Let's leave it at that.
No,
But,
Mueller. I'm a very, very fair man. I'm willing, Mueller, to go down there and talk to him about, is Mary sinless? Does the early church teach that Mary is
Right,
sinless?
you want to set that up, bro? You're your own man.
But look,
Remember,
Mueller,
I
under the
won't-
condition that as soon as that conversation is over, he has to come here and talk to you.
You could
Bro,
do.
he's not gonna do that, JP.
Like, I don't understand why you're already conceding
please
something,
stop.
but you want to
Don't
do
not
it.
too
You want to
deep.
have that conversation. Have the conversation.
Nah, yeah, you're right.
There's no point.
You're right.
Yeah,
He's
because
not
he's a
gonna
coward.
concede to those
We know
conditions,
that. We know that because he's
And
a
you know
coward.
what? He might end up doing something like lying. Like he might end up doing something like saying, "Yeah, I agree," and then not do it anyway.
So who's gonna debate Jay Dyer? Who's he
Yeah,
gonna be?
this is what? Wait, Sanctus, you came last night in the middle of the night or whenever it was. Who do you think? Okay, this is your strike one. Who do you think is going to debate him?
Well, I don't know because you're not going on this panel, even though you're allowed to go up there. You have the free will to join. And then JP is talking some Tupac quotes. I'm allowed to kill, don't push me. He's not Tupac. And then Christian King's in the background monologuing. I don't know who's going to debate. I'm trying to see what's up.
Okay, so then why did you come yesterday or whenever you came to the Discord? Why did you? Who was debating him then?
Who was
You
debating
know?
him then? Wait, what about the Discord where you're
Okay,
like, you
bro,
mentioning
I'm
you
gonna
wanna debate
ask
him?
you. This is the second time, bro. Okay, strike two, bro. Who do you think is going to debate him? When you pulled up to tell me calling to debate him, so who's debating him?
Well, I don't know because you're running from him. So you
All
tell
right,
me.
I'm right here. He's been sent the link. You told me yes. Oh, in fact, let's talk about that. So you said that
The
he
point
didn't
is you
block-
won't do it and you're scared. So I talk over you. You're not.
you
You're
said
not-
you said that he didn't block me. So did he block me or not? Because the other day you said he wouldn't block me.
Okay, so he blocked you maybe for some good reason because
Oh.
you know you're clearly being silly, but you know
But
you're
then
able to go
now
and shoot
he
right
did
now.
block me. You told me the other day he wouldn't block you because what was it again?
Because I was
Because-
joking. I told you because I said he wouldn't block you because you know he's a Chad. He theology mogs you to oblivion.
Sanctus,
and
do you
don't
want
have
to debate me
epistemic
right now? We could go
justification.
1-on-1.
Yeah, why don't I mean maybe Sanctus does because I'm not getting like at least Arrow's chill. He maybe has like an L take
Yeah,
here
Sanctus,
too.
you want to debate me right
Tupac,
now? We
please
could
cut
debate
it.
right now.
Cut it. I'm here to see a real debate.
No.
Come on.
You're
No,
talking
no,
about the
don't let
game.
Tupac cut
Let's
the
debate
nonsense.
real
You're
quick. Do
full
you
of
want to
baloney.
debate?
They don't
Yes or
have
no?
epistemic justification.
You
Do
doesn't.
you want to
you don't have
debate? Yes or no?
justification,
Bro, you're
If
gonna
we do a
need more
debate,
than you don't have an epistemic
Christian King,
justification
please stop
argument.
it, dude, with your $400 mic.
Look,
Please,
need
come
more
on,
than that.
Shut the baloney.
Look,
Just
he's
stop it.
manifesting. He's
You all
manifesting.
got hold on. First of all, and
Do
also
you
need
want
a
to
better
debate?
script.
Yes or no,
counterdocs.
Mueller?
You all
Do
lied
you
about
want to
counterdocs
debate? Yes or
earlier.
no? Yes
Yeah, I don't
or
know.
no?
We're gonna have to ask him. Sanctus, you ready or no?
You
For
ready
a
to
formal
debate?
we
Yes
can
or
do
no?
this.
No,
We
not
can
a
set it
formal,
up.
just a
We can set it up. A
We're
formal
doing
debate. We
it
can set it
now.
up.
Right, we
We're
can do it
doing
right
it
now.
now.
We
You
doing
ran
it
your
now?
mouth.
How
We're
about
doing it
now with
now.
Jay Dyer? How about now with Jay
Yeah,
Dyer?
I
Right,
know.
he
Well,
trying
Jay
to debate
Dyer
a
can come
random. You could
here.
debate Jay Dyer. I
Jay
mean,
Go
Dyer
debate.
can
Go
come
debate Jay
here.
Dyer. What do you
Yeah.
want to
I
debate
already
for?
went on Jay Dyer's platform. Jay Dyer can
why
come
not
here.
go
He
again?
would
There's a it's
Because
12
again
I
other
right
already
people.
now.
went.
It's
Well,
12
why
other
not
people.
him go here?
He can come
Two
here,
Two Can
genius.
you go up
I
there and debate
already
him or no?
went.
I thought
30
you were a killer.
minutes.
I thought
He
you were a
can
killer.
come
Don't push
here,
you. I thought you
stupid.
was a killer.
Mueller, get this guy out of here.
Why doesn't
Mueller.
Mueller do it? Why doesn't
Mueller,
Mueller
get
do
this
it?
guy out of here. Because
Hold
he
on,
challenged
hold
Mueller.
on, bro.
He
Hold
challenged
on,
Mueller.
hold on.
Let him talk. Let him
Sanctus,
talk.
are you gonna have a conversation with JP or no?
A conversation about what?
We could
I
have.
want to
Let's
see
talk
the
about the
real
sinlessness of Mary.
Yeah, you want to do that because you're
And
Catholic.
we could talk
so
about
that works.
intercession.
What do you think?
Are these evangelical fruits? What's going on? I'm confused.
So, brother, are you gonna do it or not? I'm right here, brother.
I
You're
want
right
you to
here. Do
debate
you
Jay
want to talk
Dyer.
about the
Arrow's telling you
sinlessness of
You're
that.
trying
Mary?
to debate a
No,
random
all right,
and
all
Jay is
right.
right
So
here.
Arrow, we gave your
That's what I
dude, your
thought.
boy.
What a clown, bro.
So look,
But-
look. So the guy comes up here, talks a big game. As soon as I tell him debate me, he doesn't want to debate. He goes, "Go talk to Jay Dyer." I said I did that already. He owes me one. He should come here. Then they go, "No, JP, Mauler should go there." No, he called out Mauler. Mauler didn't even know about this guy's existence. So therefore, he should come here and talk to Mauler.
What's the excuse for you though? What's the excuse for you?
So
What?
now-
What's the excuse for you? Okay, Mauler, I get that with Mauler. I get that with
No,
Mauler.
hold on,
Mauler didn't know about
Arrow. Listen, I appreciate that you heard that side. He just told you, bro. Like, but don't be the
What,
He
he
just
already
told
debated
you
him?
he went on his panel.
Yeah,
'Cause he already
Why
debated
can't
him?
why
Debate him
can't he?
again.
What? Okay, but why can't Jay come out of his safe spot?
You, bro, Arrow, are you gonna tell me? Okay, so do you want us to watch Jay Dyer's live where he's eventually gonna mute somebody and throw them off because he's thinking, oh, goober.
Okay, cool. Hold on. Cool.
Does
All
that
right, so let's go with that. JP,
Okay,
did
I'm
that happen to
asking.
you the first time? Did that happen to you the first time, JP?
No, brother. And this is why.
All right, that's fair.
No, I'm
No.
asking. Hold on, Arrow. There's two things can be true at once, bro. You're a logical dude. JP went there. He's asking him. This has nothing to do with JP at this point. He talked to me. You said you understood my part. Check then. You understand my logic. Now go to JP's logic. JP said I pulled up over there and it was peace. Why? Because JP says he was walking on eggshells because he knows he mutes and he gets kicked. His points were made. He engaged them, and he says, "Well, I don't see the evidence, but I appreciate the conversation." Okay. Now he's saying because he gave him respect on his platform, give the man the same respect and go to his platform. Bro, come on.
Yeah,
bro.
but you're not him. I don't understand. You're not him.
I understand, but do you see the logic? At least tell me you
No, I don't, because
don't.
you're not him.
Okay.
What?
Bro, you don't
Bro,
see the
you were
logic.
asking about JP.
Yes.
And JP's.
So
okay,
go ahead.
Oh my
Go ahead.
goodness.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
You
Yeah,
were
bro.
asking why doesn't JP go there, and Mahler was just explaining why.
I know that, but
So you're saying you don't think it's a good enough reason? Give me your reason, Arrow, because I'm listening.
so what I'm saying is, okay, you didn't know why you got called out. Okay, cool. You don't understand. Okay, you can come here. But
All right.
JP, you're not even on your own channel. You're on his channel. So why can't you go debate Jay? You
Don't
had a
worry.
good time.
If Jay wants to have a discussion with me specifically, I'll open up my channel. As a matter of fact, I am on my channel. That's a lie. We're dual casting.
I didn't
So I
see
am
you
on my
live
channel.
when I came on. That's why I came here, because I didn't see you live.
No, well now you know. We're dual casting.
Yeah, he's been dual casting for probably like what 30 minutes after I start, right?
No, almost an hour, brother. Almost an
Oh,
hour.
okay. All right. So then there you go. So Arrow, listen, I appreciate, bro, because you're kind of, I wouldn't call you a Dyerite or whatever, but you're at least, you're riding for your side. But I think right now Bill is somebody who's probably tell me what you think about Bill and sort of his attitude. It seems to be not just friendlier, but he's trying to be a little bit level-headed. He's concerned with what's happening with this whole debacle and some of the nasty stuff. It's going back and forth from both sides. But come on, keep it a bean, bro. The Ortho Bros, they're super aggressive. I don't think you're an Ortho Bro from what I can tell. So what do you think about what's happening? I want to know. That's my
So
thought.
this is okay. This is my honest opinion. I'm grown. We all grown. I don't care about what people do on the internet. This is the internet, right? So we all signed up for. I'm not saying we signed up for the craziest things like what Muslims do to us and doxing and stuff like that. I'm not saying we signed up for that.
No,
But when you get on the internet, people are going to say stupid stuff. Like it happens all the time. You can't get around that. But my thing is, if we believe something is true, why don't we debate it? Like we'll debate Roman Catholics. I debate Roman Catholics. Like I believe.
Yeah.
Vatican
Have you
I
ever
and
asked Jay
Vatican II
Dyer that?
false.
Yeah, that's the question that we're having, bro. Like,
But he's telling you to call in so you can talk.
bro, he's the one that called me out for something else. Are
No,
you?
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about JP. I
Okay,
don't
well,
see the
all right.
reason why he's not
Okay,
debating.
okay, we're gonna go
Let's
again in
get-
circles.
Let's get off of that. I'm asking you what you see about what's happening online. Do you believe? Do you like it? It seems like you approve of what's happening. And I'm not saying every person saying something stupid, but this idea that that Eastern Orthodoxy can't be challenged. And even when somebody is trying to say, hey, bro, let's calm the temperature down.
I don't believe that.
Calling them gay.
I don't believe that orthodoxy can't be challenged. I don't believe that. We debate all the time.
All right, fair enough. But I'm saying is no, that people can't remember. This started off with us doing videos, having conversations with really me talking to two people or more. There was other people that pulled up, and it started from that, right? Meaning at least this side of it. So do you think that that's okay to have conversations like that? Or do you guys think that there's some kind of a feeling that, no, if you're not Eastern Orthodoxy or maybe one of the apostolic traditions, you have no place to criticize or talk? That's the attitude that we're getting, bro. And if we're crazy, then tell us. But Bill,
repeat that last sentence.
I'm saying this attitude that it seems like you can't say anything against Eastern Orthodoxy or debate them, because then you have the groups rising, and then Jay Dyer, the head of it, says my name, doesn't even know why. Meaning, why was I brought into it? Right? So I'm saying is there seems to be this sort of attitude.
He brought your name up because he's seen the video that you have with counterdocs. That's why he called you out.
Okay. All right. So then, Arrow, do you know that? Don't speak out of pocket, bro.
No, I do, because I was in the circles when the counterdocs video went up and everybody was commenting on the video. So that's why he's seen that video. That's why he called you out.
Okay. Do you see that, JP?
Yep.
And how do I know? Because I know somebody in the circle. All right. So then I'm going to say this. Then if that's the case, then he should just be, upfront with it, play with the chest. He thinks that he has some kind of an argument, then we can do that. But listen, Arrow, I'm really asking you, do you see that this movement has gotten a little meatheadish?
How? From wanting to debate? What are you talking about? You got to give me something. I don't know.
All right. So then, all right, Bill, maybe Bill can relate. He's better with this kind of stuff. Go ahead, Bill.
Hey, thanks, man. No, I think the debating is solid. Like, let's get into it. But notice that everybody here is being kind of cordial and respectful, whereas a lot of people in our camp, right? I am a very proud Eastern Orthodox individual, part of RoCorps. There's people online, in the online sphere, who are calling people names and cursing and saying obscenities. All right, not just our homie who is we're talking about the repenting thing. There's other people. One dude today in a Discord I'm in called me gay and gross because I said we shouldn't be talking like this. And I get that, right? He's probably 20. I'm 28. I'm not. It's all good. You know what I mean? Brothers in Christ, we're in the same faith. But that stuff needs to stop. That's the whole thing. That's why I'm up here. All right. I'm nobody. Like, I don't even have a YouTube channel. I'm nobody. But I want people to see. I go to church, man. All right. Me and my girl go to church. I serve in the altar. Okay. And I'm saying this stuff needs to stop. If we want to get a doctrine, we can get a doctrine. But this is so easy. This is such an easy thing to say. Stop with the F-bombs. Stop with the racial slurs. Because there's going to come a time when these people meet a girl and they're like, usually come to my church. They go, oh, Orthodox? That's a bunch of frat boys. That's a bunch of people who curse all the time. That's a bunch of people who said this, that, and the third. We're getting like the MAGA thing going on where like everybody who liked Trump, they're not saying, oh, maybe he has a good point. They're saying, oh, you're racist. Oh, you hate people. Oh, you're violent. That's what's happening. That's it. It's such a small, least common denominator. Is just, yo, act like a saint. We're trying to be saints. Act that way. That's it. That's all I have.
Can I rebut that?
Yeah,
you can say whatever you want, brother. I'm nobody.
So I'm a nobody. I don't have a channel. I'm a nobody too. But I'm saying, so I agree to a certain extent that yes, I think you should have decorum. And I didn't like the statement that the guy I'm not going to name. I didn't like what he said. I didn't. But he repented, and that's why I came on.
Sure,
here,
and then now he's accusing people of doing things.
Can I finish though? Can I finish?
All right, go ahead.
So just to keep it quick, I do agree. I think we should have some decorum, but once again, it's the internet. You can't control what people say on the internet, and I understand that we're Christians, but people say stuff all the time. So there's nothing you can really do about somebody saying something random on the internet. Roman Catholics say nasty stuff.
All due respect, Errol, I don't. We all say it. We've already admitted that. We're asking if it's wrong, bro. You said you didn't like it, and we were trying to find common ground because at first you were pressing back. You didn't get this. I'm telling you, are you on Discord, Errol?
No.
Okay. Well, on Discord, this is a common thing. It's all debates. That's what it is. I've been dealing with it for years from all camps. Listen again, all camps. Okay. So This is a common thing. It doesn't matter, bro. It's whether it's wrong or right. So we're asking you, do you think that some of this is out of line? That type of behavior is out of line. That's all.
So
we're
like
saying.
what? So like are you talking about on Twitter or because I'm not on Discord, so I don't know.
Whatever. Twitter, Discord, YouTube, wherever. Is it cool for Eastern Orthodox to be talking like this, bro? That's all.
So I personally, if you want my personal opinion,
Yeah,
you're
you're
probably
personal.
not gonna like my personal opinion. I haven't seen it. I seen the one video that JP put up, but I have not seen anybody.
What one video did I put up?
Yeah,
the video, not the video, but
Errol, I'm asking you, do you think that's good or no? Because you said you didn't. If you said it felt a certain way, so I'm just trying to figure out to make sure that I don't want to misrepresent you.
Yeah, I'm answering the question.
Yeah,
what I said I didn't like is the person I said I wasn't going to name. I didn't like what he said, but he repented, right?
Okay,
but I haven't personally seen nobody going ape crazy. I haven't seen that.
Okay,
so that's why I'm saying it's the internet. If you've seen that, it's the internet. Random people do random stuff all the time. I don't know about that.
Okay,
that's all I'm saying.
So here, let me bring up Zai. Zai, what do you believe? Yeah, no, your mic's like, it sounds like you're like 1,000 miles away, bro. Maybe,
Yeah, it's your mic, bro.
Maybe you have it on the.
Okay, well, if you guys want to see my interaction, I'll pull it up here in a second.
go ahead,
if you want me to share my
and pull it up. And
he did just block me. He just booted me. He did. He listened to my argument, did not really respond to the argument, and just booted me.
Surprise.
I'll play it for you guys here in a second.
All right, sounds good. And did you? It wasn't an argument, Smokey. Well, I guess you'll tell me in a second. We'll watch it, but it wasn't an argument about us going over there. It's probably you went like.
He wanted you to go over there. It was about the clip farm thing. I challenged him on that, kind of called him a hypocrite because he endorses and even encourages other channels to be clip farms for him.
But he does other topics. Like what?
It doesn't matter, bro. He still encourages clip.
That's the part that gets me right there. That's the part that gets me is every time I'm liking Arrow just makes that comment. I'm like, bro, it doesn't matter, bro. He can talk about zoo animals for all we care, bro.
Yeah, I guess it's okay to clip farm certain content, but not other content. What?
So if I make a clip and it's about geopolitics, I'm talking about Trump. You're equating that to.
Does he clip interactions with other Protestants?
I didn't say he didn't. I'm saying
well,
he has
then he
the
does.
channels. If he
does, it's hypocritical to say I don't want to talk to them because they'll do it. That's called hypocrisy. Arrow, you have an issue identifying hypocrisy, brother. This is the second time, brother. You're making a fool out of yourself.
No, it's not, bro.
Yes, it is. Define hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy is basically when it's good for thee, but not for me.
And how is that not hypocrisy?
Because I was trying to explain the other channels is used for different topics. If you're just debating him,
other channels.
So you asked me a question and then I'm trying to answer it. You just talk
channels because you're filibustering, brother.
All right, Arrow, I'm gonna hold you accountable. Answer the question in the form or in the area of hypocrisy.
Okay, cool. So like you said, answer it in the area, right?
Okay,
so
now listen to my question, okay? Is it hypocrisy if those clip channels have discussions and debates with Protestants that he has had? Is that hypocrisy? And also, are you claiming that we clip? Because I don't clip and Moeller doesn't clip.
Yeah, I don't have time to clip. But go ahead, Arrow.
Yo.
Okay, so in the context,
brother. Go ahead.
So in the context, I was saying, no, it's not hypocrisy because he has different channels that put up different topics. Clip farming would be like somebody like an Oriental would do, where they'll come in and they'll ask you a question, and are you saying this? And then they clip that 5-second thing and then put it up on the YouTube.
He's claiming that that's something we're gonna do to him. Can you show us our track record of doing such a thing?
Wait, so if that's the case, then you just admitted that what he's doing is not hypocritical because he doesn't do that.
No,
so,
yes, he does.
Wait, hold up, bro. Hold on,
job.
Arrow. This is where. Hold on, Arrow. This is where I don't understand. Yes, he does do that, bro. This is the whole point. He does do that, but we're not even complaining about it.
Oh man,
he does do that, bro. What are you talking about? Of course he does that. He has other people that do it for him too. He doesn't pay them. I don't think there are other channels that he basically says, "Clip. This is what
I do have it pulled up, by the way. My wife informs me that I may have just been dropped, possibly not kicked, but
Oh, okay, maybe. All right,
maybe
so
his
real quick,
stream
though,
lagged or something. But
let me see what Zaya.
I'm sharing my screen, by the way.
Yeah, go ahead, real quick. Tell us, and then we're gonna watch Smokey's video here. Go ahead, Zaya. What do you believe?
I'm Eastern Orthodox.
Oh, okay, amen.
I'm a catechumen.
Brother. I mean, do you have permission from your priest to be up here, brother?
No, I don't.
That's not how that works. When you need a blessing in the church, it's for apologetics. If I'm on the street and there's a Jehovah's Witness, I don't need a blessing to talk to a Jehovah's Witness. I'm not saying you guys are Jehovah's Witness, but I don't need a blessing.
I understand, but we okay, brother. We just opened up. Bill, you're a neo. You're a veteran. Is this brother right here? Can you just at least help us out and mediate? You want to ask him a question? Zaya's here. He says he's a catechumen.
Yes, I'm baptized roll core, brother. So I'll tell you, my priest told me, he said, the less you say, the better, right? When I told him about this stuff. So I'm not a teacher. That's why I said just a layman. I've been Orthodox for going on 3 years. So I would just say you should not be debating or arguing. If you have a question, bring the question up. I don't even mind arguing.
Do you have a question, Zaya? But I'm not going to trap you or debate you. I'll answer your question. But I'm not. Out of respect for the true Eastern Orthodox community, such as Bill, I will answer your question, but I'm not going to debate you. So, do you have a question?
Yeah. Go ahead, Zaya.
I mean, I wasn't really coming up here to debate. I was really just trying to learn. I'm not a teacher either. I'm a student.
Okay.
But I do know some things for sure. Know my faith a lot better than when I was a Protestant, which is where I came from. So yeah, my question was,
God bless you, brother.
Can you misinterpret scripture?
Yeah, everybody can, including your church.
Okay. So
well, real quick,
real
quick, Zaya, hold on, listen, look, because this is how this would go. Let's say you're Jay Dyer.
I'm asking another question.
I know. Hold on. But you see how I answered your question quickly, directly? You see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask you a question. Okay. Is it possible for your church to misinterpret or to guide the church in an incorrect way?
Not as an entire church, no. But either way, I'm not gonna really respond. I was really coming to just ask questions.
All right. Well, I answered your question, bro. I answered your question.
Yeah, I answered yours as well.
Yeah, Bill's like trying to culture, like, hey, don't debate.
Hold on.
Keep it at the question.
Right. I answered directly too, but I'm not trying to debate. Like, so my other question, my next question was, so if scripture can be misinterpreted, do you have a normative authority?
No. No.
What do you mean? What do you mean we don't have a normative authority? Your church?
No. I just asked a simple question. I was like,
that was me who said that.
Arrow. Is he asking you the question or is he asking more?
Yeah, this is where I wonder, Arrow. If you sometimes, bro, I'm rooting for you to be one of these EOs, but then I go, nah, he's not.
Because I say no, obviously you know I'm not a
you're
Protestant.
acting like a child, bro.
By saying no, oh boy, here we go. By saying no,
if he's speaking to you, imagine if somebody would have asked and I say no and I answer for you, would have got upset.
And in a mocking manner, you know what I'm saying?
No, I wouldn't have gotten upset. I would have answered the question.
Okay.
So Arrow, just sit back and relax, brother. That's it, brother.
You ask for the normative authority. It's the same normative authority that you adhere to when you picked the church. Okay. So when you pick the church,
you don't have counsel.
What do you mean? Hold on a second.
You don't have counsel.
You're telling me that you picked the church
out, bro. He's
telling
not
me you
talking
picked the
to
church
you.
absent of any research on scripture, the tradition, or using your own logic and reason?
Well, I picked a church that has legitimacy, justification, and also authority, directed by Christ.
I understand all assertions. So you're telling me that you use scripture and you research the tradition and you use your reason to come to that conclusion, right?
Well, I'm not really here to answer questions as Bill was saying, right?
Right,
I mean,
exactly.
I'm not trying to debate, bro. I don't want to be a representation, especially a bad one of my church.
I get it. I gave you. We're
yeah,
walking.
I was just asking you though, because like you said, you have the same one as me.
He answered your questions, but you can't even answer the same questions for your own
Because he's
church.
a catechumen and you're trying to
You're
take advantage
telling
of
me
him.
that you have different normative authority.
He's not taking advantage of him, bro. This is we're cool. I'll jump in if I think it's unfair. All right, I'm still a man.
It
I'll
was
speak up.
unfair. He's questioning
It's
over something you don't
not,
know.
I was.
Bro, I can
Did he
speak for
respond?
myself. I can speak for myself
There you
though.
go.
So
Hey,
I did
bro,
ask
you guys are jokes, bro.
asked a simple question
Yo, look at
of,
this, bro.
you know,
These
is
people
there a
are.
normative authority? And then
What's
you
going on,
said
bro?
that there is a normative authority and that it's the same as mine.
Yeah, it is. In fact,
that true?
your normative authority has concluded with me.
I don't know if I can hear you.
Okay, you can't hear me, bro. All right, so we're not going to do this thing. Zaya, come back when your mic works. We're not going to do this thing where you guys come up here and we're walking on eggshells to talk to you, bro. That's neither fair here nor there. Okay, so the normative authority that you're claiming still relies on you using your normative authority, meaning your own person, to dictate. And guess what? In the end, your church agrees with me. And if you guys want an explication or how that plays out, then we're going to do it.
Yo,
What you're
Mueller,
not going to do.
breaking news,
You're not
Mueller.
going to do what?
Nikolai from Korea is live and is requesting me to join his channel. What is it with people requesting me to join their channels? What is it? What's going on around
All right,
here, man?
Smokey's up and he's ready to go.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Smokes.
sure.
All right, go ahead.
CK, you watching this, CK?
It's like,
Yeah.
Yo, what's this guy? Hold up real quick. Yo, Ben, real quick. This is my channel. So we're not doing debates with Catholics. It's only EOs, bro. All right. I'll catch you over there at CK's. All right, brother.
Yes, that's me.
Yo,
How's it going?
good man. What's on your mind?
Good. I just wanted to see if you would give me just less than 60 seconds to present an argument to justify going and having a chat with Mueller.
Well, you wanted to debate about me going to his stream?
Well, not a debate, just presenting an argument.
Well, if
which
you're
you can
presenting an
accept or
argument,
reject.
that's a debate. What do you?
Sure, of course.
If you're presenting an argument, then that's part of a debate. So,
Okay, well that's fine. And
why,
I'll wait
why
for
if they want to,
clarification if you
dude,
like.
if they want to clip farm, they can just hop on here right now.
Well, yeah, but I mean, Jay, that's not really fair what they want to do. And you're the king of clip
Why-
farm.
why
You
is that
can
not
encourage
fun?
channels to do that for you. So I mean, it's all a clip farm. It all grows a brand, right?
Oh, so
All grows a brand, right?
so now you know the motives, and I'm just clip farming.
Well, I mean, you do encourage channels to build off of clips of things that you've done in the past and debates and things like that. I know you do that for a reason because you like to get your name out there and your interaction so people can see your talent and your numbers grow. I'm not faulting you for it. It's playing the game.
And did I fault them? I said if they want to clip farm, they can come over here.
Well, I understand that. It just, I don't understand why you wouldn't want to go ahead and expose yourself to their audience concurrently.
I've
with
already
yours. You
been.
can stream to both by just clicking the link. I don't know why you wouldn't just want to do that. And they promised they wouldn't mute you at all. Would you give them the same promise?
Implying that I'm going to
Hey,
imply.
go on over and he'll give you at least 15 minutes.
Get out of here, hush up. Shut up. You're talking over me. No, I'm not going to go over there because I don't want to go over there. And I already had the debate with them, and they did it on there. There's no reason why they can't.
Pause that. Hold on. Smokey, pause that. Smokey, pause that.
He said because I don't wanna.
No. He said because I already had a debate with JP, but when we had our discussion, it was on your channel. So how are you using that as leverage not to come here?
Yeah, it's the same.
And he just proved the point by muting and kicking Smokey. He just proved the whole thing.
Exactly. This is exactly why I wouldn't go over there.
Thank you, Smokey. Thank you.
He's going to ask me what.
Yeah, anytime, man.
There's also the Jay Dyer is streaming from like a 2001 Obama, and so of course people are talking over him because his phone.
Did I not say that?
I couldn't tell I didn't know he was talking over me. I couldn't tell.
This is the same boomer setup that he's had for years, and it's not advantage to anybody. It's a disadvantage. This is clear, bro. This is clear.
This is why it's. I mean, this was perfect proof why it's just no real point to go over there and talk to him. Honestly, prove
you.
the point with it, really. I think.
And
so.
and
There
that's
we go.
Smokey. That's Smokey talking about something that wasn't even a deep argument, theology, or anything. That's just Smokey saying, "Bro, just you can go over there." And guess what?
Well, my argument was you just click on a link and then you're exposing yourself to both your audience and theirs at the same time. You just click a link and you have both audiences.
And you got
instead of-
full audio.
Ben,
You got full audio. You
Ben.
can hear everything.
Hold on, brother Moeller. Ben.
Hey guys, I got some breaking news too
more breaking
as
news.
well.
Okay, I got breaking news as well. Ben, if Nikolai wants to talk to JP, he can come here. Go ahead. What's your breaking news, CK?
Oh, is related to that. Gray said that he's talking. She's talking to Nikolai right now, and that he would talk. And she said he's gonna ask him, and that he would be. He's gonna ask if, because I guess you're not gonna go over there. He's not gonna go here. She's asking him if I would host that.
What
And
are
if
we
you two would
hosting
talk
a
there.
discussion on? Why did you post a video where I said the N-word? So let's host a 3-hour discussion on why you posted a video.
Pull up here, bro. As long as he's gonna answer.
Do you not hear how ridiculous that sounds, CK? Hey, CK, can you host a moderated conversation? Extra hero about it, or see the video, make a promotion. What's the discussion on? JP posted a video where he said the N-word, where Nikolai said the N-word, and then dropped 5 F-bombs, and now Nikolai wants to talk to JP about that. This is what we're doing now, CK?
Yeah, I'm not, real quick, Ben, I'm not looking for content, bro. You want to say something quickly, I can, but we're trying to focus on EOs, bro. Okay? So I'm not looking for content or some bombastic thing. What's up?
Yeah, hey guys.
Uh,
But don't you hear yourselves? Everyone's saying I won't go on his channel, but he can go on my channel. Like, but you want to talk to each other. I'm just saying I have no skin in the game. I'm not an EO. I'm not a Protestant.
Wait. Why he say F me for? I never said I wanted to talk to him.
Well, not.
Well, you guys have been saying. I've been hearing you saying I want to talk to EOs.
To Jay Dyer, not to that guy.
EOs, bro. Yeah, Ben, I'll be honest with you, bro. I don't think you've caught up to what we're talking about here, but like I said,
Like, I've heard you guys saying they won't talk to us, but then when
it's
you
not
won't talk to
big,
them,
bro.
and I
You
understand
don't
that you don't want to be on. You want to be in a neutral ground, and CK would be perfect. We could get.
No, it's not, bro. Yo. Hold on. Ben, bro, respectfully, bro, you don't know what's going on. You're pulling up here and you're thinking something that's not. Okay, you don't know the background, you don't know the story. We've been talking about it for hours.
Guys, this is a little bit like third grade, isn't it? Come
Yeah,
on,
I know.
Like,
It
we're
literally-
all men here. No one kills anyone.
Tell them to click the link then. All right.
But
So
why
if
don't you
you're
meet
gonna
at a neutral?
link,
What
it's
about a
neutral.
neutral ground? Does that seem reasonable?
It is neutral. I'll let you speak.
Well, he won't see it as neutral. I know you guys are fair.
Then why is he scared? Why does he want me to go
Why not do it
there?
with CK? We can. You trust
Why
CK.
CK? What are you talking about, CK, bro? Did you see what happened to you on CK's platform?
Yeah, I won.
All right, then. Yeah. Oh, I'm not interested. Right?
Well, but then, all right, but then you got to stop saying you're interested in having a
What do you
conversation.
mean?
because
I
you're
am.
not.
I've already sent him the link several times. Okay.
Yeah, but
So how about this? How about this, Ben? How about you think you can have a conversation with him since you're Catholic? Go over there and see how long it takes for him to throw you off.
I know. I did get thrown off before, but he
All
trusts
right,
me.
all right.
He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. Come on, he's a nice kid. He's almost like a kid.
Yeah, if he's almost like a kid, bro, the dude's almost 50, bro. Come on, Ben.
He said
This
he did
is
throw me
because
off.
Ben, I like Ben, and we've had our conversations, bro. I'm not mad at Ben, but we're trying to focus on the EO part, and we're getting to the end here. We're going to be on 3.5 hours already.
I mean, you want me to go over there, Mola, and talk to the guy? I mean,
Ooh, talk to who, bro? Don't ask
Nikolai?
me to do something you want to do, bro. The link is there. It's been it's going to go 3.5 hours. Stop. Why are you mediating with me and negotiating with me? The dude just told Smokey straight up he's not
no,
going
no, not him, Nikolai.
I don't, bro. I don't care. It's up to you.
Oh, was there more with the J Dyer?
No.
Flip?
I wasn't talking about Jay Dyer. I was talking about
Oh, I
Nikolai.
thought you were talking about Jay Dyer. My fault.
So I'm about to break out because it's midnight here and I got to be up for work.
3.5
I
hours.
just want to say quickly for homeboy Dyer, I didn't mean to speak for you. I know you're your own man, but and also Arrow, whatever his name was trying to call me out for not like sticking up for him. Listen, I don't have a dog in this fight, but he said he wasn't going to debate. You guys said you weren't going to debate him. He asked you a question. You answered the question. He asked a question. Then you answered the question. That was 2 questions. And if you notice, I put my hands up to be like, and that's the end of it. Next question. And that's the end of it. I'm not his parent, but it was very reasonable.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
very chilled
Somehow
out.
I got kicked off. I'm not sure if y'all. I'm not sure
What's
what
up,
happened
Zaya?
with that. What's up?
No,
yeah, I heard what y'all said.
Welcome back, brother.
Yeah, so I remember your answer to the question.
Zaya, you didn't get kicked off. You couldn't hear us. We were talking. I moved you to the back, and your connection was weak. Go ahead, though.
That's cool. Yeah, so like when I asked y'all if you had a normative authority, you said you had the same one as me. So what
Yep.
does that mean?
That means in the end, we all agree on the essentials. So does your church.
How is that true if we have different doctrine?
Do we agree on the essentials?
No, we don't.
Wait, what? Okay, so then do you know that your church has a statement and calls us brothers? We're called heterodox brothers. Did you know that, Zaya? Before
Heterodox.
Okay, Bill, are you watching? Are you see how Bill is smart enough to pick up your sarcasm and how you're in troubled waters right now? You see Bill's looking at the camera because he just saw what you did, bro. So, do you know what heterodox brother means?
No.
Well, let me hear it.
Okay
the way that
you don't know.
The way that I've understood it would
go
be
ahead.
to be people that still believe in the Trinity, but have various doctrine wrong, and
are
their
those essentials, brother?
epistemic like
Are
kind
those
of basis is
essentials,
wrong.
brother? Did you just mention essentials?
Sorry.
Did you just mention essentials, bro?
Well, that's to have an arbitrary mechanism of saying that the Trinity is the essential, but the Eucharist is not, because we would view the Eucharist as essential as well. But
Yeah,
you don't view that as essential.
I didn't ask you if that. I asked you if you knew what heterodox brother is, and then you listed the reason that's the case is because there is the Trinity. That's what you mentioned. So, and I asked you, is that an essential?
That's one of them.
Okay, so then are there other essentials that allows this term heterodox brother to exist? That's the real question. Yes. Do you know that?
What do you mean by that?
All right. So your church has declared and told us that there's heterodox brothers. Roca says that us, meaning Protestants and Catholics, that we are a part of Christendom. So do you agree with that?
Well, I submit to authority. I'm not going to give you the Eastern Orthodox representation, and I don't want to misquote anything.
I get it, bro, and that's the proper answer. Listen, Zaya, I appreciate you. I think that we can have a conversation at another time, but we're gonna move on.
I think I pointed something out to you that you didn't really deal with, though.
Okay,
that's okay.
No, hold on, Bill. Bill, you're telling me that I didn't deal with what you said? I literally dealt with it. You see what you're doing right now, bro? Remember earlier?
What's up to Bill? Let's hear what Bill says.
Okay. Did I answer his question, and did I not deal with it?
All right, here we go. So I think you're talking past each other because you're saying there's essentials and you're saying that there's a group Roca, which we have to get into also because that's a whole thing. You're saying there's essentials. He's properly asking, do we have the same essentials? This seems to be where we're at. Do we have the same essentials? And he's saying there are other essentials. Then you are saying, are there some essentials that make us heterodox brethren? It sounds like he doesn't know what the word heterodox means, which is okay.
Yeah,
but it seems like there's some confusion on that terminology. That's where I'm at right now.
But am I not answering his question? Am I avoiding what he said?
I don't think you're avoiding it. There might be talking faster, but I don't think you're avoiding it. I'll call you out. I'll say it.
Do you see how you said I'm not dealing with it? I'm literally dealing with it by you.
I can repeat it.
What? All right, repeat it.
I can repeat.
Okay, remember, repeat it. You said you came here humbly and you don't want to debate, and now you're going to repeat something you said I didn't deal with. Go ahead.
So the thing that I was trying to ask is if we have different essentials, right? I think that there are more and different essentials than you would believe.
Okay, fair enough. What's your question?
So what is your normative authority? to say which ones are essential and which ones aren't.
I literally have explained to you, if you're wanting to know how I know something, I've already explained to you the same process that you came to with the church, scripture, tradition, and reason. And I'm telling you in the end that your church has agreed with me. You know why? Because they call me heterodox brother. And I'm asking you if you know why that term exists. And you're telling me, no, there's other essentials. Then why does that term exist if there's other essentials? Why
I
does
think
that
the main thing that's being missed here is just because you're believing in the Trinity does not mean that you're in our church, because you're not a part of our church.
brother, I'm going to ask you the question again. So you're making statements. Now you're saying you don't want to speak for the church. Okay. So I'm going to ask you.
Well, I know that teaching. That's not really speaking for the church. That's just what they teach me.
Okay. Bro, Bill, I'm going to ask you this once. And I'm just asking you this once. I'm going to treat this guy differently. Okay? He's not acting like he was a few minutes ago. Okay?
What do you mean?
All right. So, do you know what the term heterodox brother is? Do you know the origin of it? Do you know what it means? I'm just saying honestly, it doesn't sound like you do.
It's basically that you believe something different than us. You believe something that differs from what was established, I should say.
Okay. Why are we brothers? Are we in Christendom? That was my other question.
I couldn't tell you every reason why.
Okay. All right. So because you don't know that, that's the part that we're talking about, right? So I'm asking you, the church has said that this is the case, that we're in Christendom. Are you aware of that?
That's the first time I've heard that.
Amen. Okay. Because of that, we're not going to have this conversation here. Okay. Because
wow.
Wait a minute.
No, that's good.
Wait a minute.
That's
Bill,
great. He's looking out for you.
Thank you, Bill. Help him out.
How so?
Okay, bro.
Because he says you don't know what he just mentioned.
Exactly.
So he's saying, since you don't know how to box, don't get in the ring. Now, what you do is you text your priest and you say, yo, I talked to this guy on a live. He said this. What do you know about that? And he's going to tell you. And then you could say, Father, do you mind if I speak with Mahler? And he'll probably say, speak less as possible, but this is the information. And then you come back. But you don't want to talk outside of what you know and accidentally look foolish. Because I know you have good intentions. You don't sound like a punk. But just go ask your spiritual father and come back.
That's why. And I'll say this, brother. Tell your priest to come here, and we can have. I'd prefer to have it with him, and then you could be here, or you can be watching, or whatever. I'd prefer to have that. That's really, honestly, the conversation that I sought out from the very beginning, and from this whole thing. You
can always go and talk with a priest. I mean. Bro, that would have to be far in the future if I brought my priest on here.
I already have. Just spoiler alert. I already have. And on this same topic. Okay. So what I'm trying to tell you, bro, is
okay. All right, cool. I'll come back. Back. We can have that conversation when I learn it. But I did want to ask you, can you just give me that position then? Can you fully go through that argument that you were trying to bring up just so I can understand it?
What argument?
That basically, since you're in Christendom, that means that you can believe something different.
You don't know the argument. This is the part where you learn. You go.
Well, I'm asking you to go through the argument.
No, I'm not your father, bro. Are you not getting this? I'm not your spiritual father.
Okay. I'm not asking you to be my spiritual father.
Okay,
You're not my spiritual father.
Go learn from him. Go learn from him. Because then, bro, I've already told you, people have accused me of talking to people I have no experience, and I've already cautioned this conversation every which way. Okay, so I'm not going to do this anymore. You've gotten instructions from an elder, a brother here. Go do it that way. I don't want to play you well. Okay,
brother? Ahead. Yeah. Well, I'll see you. I'll see you again then.
Yeah, for sure. God bless you.
We'll see you back, brother.
All right. Take care. All right. So we're coming up on 3.5. I know Bill had to go. Sorry, I pulled the guy up. I just wanted to make sure he didn't say that we left him back there. All right. So I don't know, Bill. I guess we'll catch you later. We'll have a conversation too, or whatever in the Discord, bro. But I appreciate you coming.
Muller, I think CK's live if you want to send folks down there.
Oh, yeah. You're gonna have to do that whole thing where you tell me how to do that.
CK, can you explain to Muller how to do that? CK?
Yeah, this guy, he already did it once. I feel like a jerk.
CK.
Oh yeah. When you go to your live on YouTube,
let me do it too.
All right, hold up a second. There's my live. Okay, I go to my live
on your YouTube studio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you'll click on the settings for it. You click on edit
video.
Yeah. You'll be on the stream settings, and then where you could edit the title.
Yeah, I got
You
it.
click on edit,
Uh-huh.
and then you go onto the tab where it says customization,
Got it.
and then at the very bottom, it'll say redirect, and you just click on add, and on the search on the right one, there'll be
Mhm.
2 search bars on the top. On the right one, just search for the Christian King.
All right, I see it. I see it right there. It says exposing Catholic open mic. That one right there. Okay.
Moeller.
Yeah. So with the demonic thumbnails that Nikolai,
Yeah, the demonic
was not
guy.
like.
No, Moeller, before you do that,
Uh-huh.
Give me 1 second.
All right, you do that on your side?
Yeah. I want you to do something real quick. When you end the stream, you're gonna go to that same section,
Mhm.
and then you're gonna send me a collaboration request.
Oh, yeah,
in
we'll
the
do that
sys-
after.
Yeah, as soon as you end.
All right, sounds good. All right, Bill, we'll catch you later, my brother.
CK,
Thank you, guys.
Have here, brother.
CK, God bless you, Bill. CK, start sending collaboration.
What was that? I couldn't.
Over there later.
I couldn't hear you.
Sorry about that, all the noise. Go ahead, CK.
No, I was saying, CK, you should get on the collaboration request game. Like, it looks real good and professional.
Yeah. That's what I was
And
looking.
it's
I was
also a good way
trying
to
to figure
mix
out how you
space.
do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You basically go to a live stream that ended, wait till it processes. You know how it has to process?
Yeah.
Once it processes, you go to the same area where you redirect, and you keep scrolling down, and it's going to say collaborations.
Oh,
You're going to search the name, and then you're going to send a collaboration request.
Real quick, you're asking me, it's about a Council of Crete, not officially widely accepted. Then you actually are making my point. It's non-denom, same thing. If it's not widely accepted, I'll ask you, is your church being led by what into this movement? I'm assuming, Lazarus, you don't agree with it. So who's leading your church into something that hasn't been widely accepted? I believe 10 of your patriarchs have signed that. And the Russian church has basically created their own conciliary statement that matches it. So you're going to have to explain to me what's going on here. And who are you to tell us, where's your justification to tell us that they're not correct? 10 of your patriarchs, bro? I mean, what is there, 13 or 14 total? Well, including Russian, that's 11. So who are you? That's what I'd like to know.
Yeah, CK.
It's mostly accepted. Great point.
Yeah, CK. I'm going to go to your platform, but send me the link here. And somebody reach out to Nikolai and tell him I'll be waiting for him on CK's platform.
Look,
Yeah, and I was thinking, I was like, maybe, I was thinking of just going up to asking that one question about his hypocrisy.
Yeah, well, tell him to come to our to your platform. I'll be there waiting. So send me the link. Muller's about to end.
Yeah. All right. So we'll head over. I got it all set up, CK. So let's see if I pop in. We've been going right at 3.5 hours. All right, my brother. I'll catch you over there. Y'all say peace out to JP and.
Yeah, I'll see y'all in the next set.
All right, brother. Peace them out. All right, chat. Finishing up. Let me put my banner up like this at the end. I'll say this, that I don't think we're going to come to an agreement. Remember, this started off with questions, and then apparently he saw the counter docs conversation. You heard it here. He saw the counter docs. He was shown that. And then he says, hey, Goober, you want to come debate? Oh, that's what he said. And I told you that's what happened. Don't ask me how I knew it, but I know it. So if you're going to ask me about normative authority, then we're going to have to talk about the church, your normative authority. You're not going to run. You're not going to hide behind PDFs. We're not going to hide behind moderators. We're going to have a conversation, you and me, here. Nobody else, bro. And we're going to talk. And for all those people that don't understand how this works, this is how men debate, right? This is how we debate. We can have a conversation amongst one another. We can agree to disagree. And he can go on and still be spazzing out on Ruslan this whole time. I mean, I can't even believe he's still going at Ruslan. Didn't Ruslan say he's going to piece him out? So, however this came down, if he was mad at me and counter docs,
Hey, bro, it is what it is. You saw how I treated the catechumen here. This guy didn't give any respect to Smoke. He cut him and threw him off. That's exactly what I told you was going to happen. So, man, I'm tired of being right. It is what it is. But listen, we're going to continue our mission. We're going to continue engaging folks on every side, Catholic, Orthodox, Protestants that are off in doctrine, and we're going to defend it with scripture, examine the tradition, the deposit, and the actual securing of that tradition that's found in the New Testament. That's what we want, and we're going to reason together to come to these conclusions. If you're just going to tell me that your church can disagree and you can pick who and what side you're going to go on, well, then you're in the same boat I am. You might as well call yourself non-denom. Same thing. Sorry, that is what it is. But let's stop the mudslinging. You see, we brought up a catechumen, we brought other brothers. Some get frustrated and they just want to bail. But I'm glad to see that all of the EOs that pulled up here said that they were not happy with what they're seeing. Maybe this will turn the tide. So I don't know if this is going to go with other platforms. For here, we got our mindset on having good conversations. DOE is what we talked about, right? Doctrine over everything. That's what we're going to do. That's how we're going to be. That's how we're going to act. I don't want to talk to you about your problems, about your personal life, none of that. I want to talk about doctrine with you. That's exactly what I want to talk about. So let's keep it a whole beam. And remember, for me, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, bro. YouTube drama, stuff happening. We're going to keep our heads up and keep serving the Lord. We came here to praise the Lord Jesus Christ, and I think that I did that in a way that's honorable. So, for all you guys, remember, we're all in the same boat. And you should have the same attitude as me, that it doesn't matter what tomorrow brings. We will serve the King.
The Truth Cartel, trafficking truth to the world.